forever, isn't he? I mean, 2011, 2012, and he had a bit of a break. He's had like 10 or 15 teams over the last 5-6 years, and so why has he suddenly become hot property and as good as he is?
I think he was always pretty good.
You think he was underrated?
He just wasn't on great teams before.
Yeah, and for this Seiko were like putting a lot of like, when they had MP on, were playing a carry which sort of like creates Ace has a much wider.
How much is that going to impact him coming back to play Secret here?
He's probably happy.
On the other hand, Secret's going to know what he can play.
That's the problem, isn't it? They know how to play against.
QO's more the focus.
Yeah, they play around QO.
So MP's not as big of a factor.
MP's like, you can have a bad lane phase. It's okay, let them focus. As long as QO's fast enough. That's right, hero.
Alright, well, we're well into the draft. As you can see, all 4 bands are done. And so, up and puck for Immortal. On the side of Secret, nothing crazy. So,
One there, Rubik.
I've been liking Rubik a lot. I saw him pick
a decent
other
kick,
isn't
it?
Yep, busy kill stealing, you know. Yeah. Faithful, take the last hit.
5 seconds remaining.
That's what he's been doing a lot in his games, but he's by far one of the best Rubik players right now in the open era. This has a lot of impact, despite not having a lot of good spells to steal. There was this one game in Star that, oh, they picked Rubik, but there's not many good spells to steal, but he still made it work.
Hey. We spoke off air about this beforehand, didn't we? Fatter's Doom.
You like his Doom.
I do like Fatter's Doom. Health orientated.
He takes the
fun way of playing. Annoying to play against, but still fun to watch.
10 seconds remaining.
It's the way like he fits into this team though. He's like very team-based. He plays around the team a lot, less greedy because they have so many players that take a lot of farm. Like Yapsor takes a lot of farm. Mid one takes a lot of farm. And you know, if you still want to take farm, then everyone is gonna like not have that balance. You know, you need to have a right amount of players that take farm and the amount of players that are making space, being utility.
Oh, you know, I have a funny story about Fada. I was just hanging out with Chuan a lot last week, and we were all at the same event. And for some reason, we were talking about Super the mid player, not the support, the one who likes DK Razor. And we compared him to Fada a lot. And then he's like, "Oh yeah, Super loves Fada. Every time he's having a bad day, he just watches a Fada replay." I thought it was hilarious. Like, yeah, I guess so. Super just loves
Night Stalker in for
So surprised that he actually went through so far. Most of the teams we've seen in Star Ladder would actually prioritize picking this hero, either pick or ban very early.
Doom does not care about Night Stalker though. Nice things. Kind of just run in. I like having those tanky heroes versus Night Stalker. You don't want to be playing like Puck Ember versus Night Stalker. You want like big fat heroes that's like, yeah, if you jump me.
I mean, still like later in the game, because Night Stalker's like a vision hero. Doom is a initiating jumping hero.
5 seconds.
And if you're playing against like a vision limiting hero like Night Stalker, you're still gonna have some problems later in the game. You might be great against NS in the first 4 minutes pre-night in the lane, but later on NS can be really good against Doom.
I think it works both ways. I think it's Doom, like some of the time they just play him like as a super tank, where you just run it. That's more of the Chinese place.
Yeah, I guess that depends.
It just depends.
So they ban out Bloodseeker, they ban out AA. AA would always, to me, when I see these banning signals, that they might want to go for Necroforce. That's why they banned the AA.
It's also good versus Doom too.
Scorch Earth, healing, and
10 seconds remaining.
Immortals take out the lane dominating supports. Lich and Bane, we talked a little bit about Bane before this. Puppy likes the Bane a lot, helps with the laning phase immensely. Very strong at level 1. The Puck is kind of like still like a flexi pick, right, for Immortals. They do run him in. Do they all 3 lanes, right? Maybe not so much on Cure, but I remember MP and 4F. They do play this hero.
Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. 4F does have it in his hero pool over in this particular patch anyway.
It's really important that you open a draft and you want to have this kind of like flexi pick, multiple players having the ability to take the hero, so it's easier for the captain to draft around it. And they go for the Spirit Breaker, which is generally one of the heroes that teams like to go pick up against the Night Stalker. Just follow him around, because Night Stalker likes to pressure, run around, roam during the night phase, and SB is the kind of hero that can actually match that aggression, get the vision when you're charging.
That'll be a puppy hero, presumably.
Yep. Yep, so it's gonna be the one, I'm gonna get all the farm, Puppy's gonna be on the SB, buying all the wards, and making sure that they have a good early game. It's gonna help the Doom out a little, but I imagine this game there'll be a lot of focus on the mid lane. During Star Ladder, Secret has been putting a lot of focus in their mid lane, helping mid one get a good game.
And you feel like they'll probably wait until the last pick for that?
Yeah, very
He has
likely.
a deep enough pool that they don't have to worry about the extra ban either.
So they go for the Winter Wyvern, which is a hero that rising in popularity
10 seconds
lately as an
remaining.
off lane or a support. He's a hero that's pretty good with the night vision. He has like night visions, good with NS synergy, and still a flexi pick if they want to do like I've seen 4F play this hero in his pubs, so it might actually be a safe lane or mid pub and an off lane Winter Wyvern. It's a hero that farms a lot though, I would say. It takes a lot of space, and right now they have Puck and Wyvern, so they have two heroes that actually push out waves, very good wave clear. So it indicates maybe they're going for a more speed push, pick off with the vision NS kind of game. And Secret go for the DK, which is going to mean that they want to group up and push. Play around the dragon form a lot.
It's a lot of strength heroes, man.
Tipper, you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is there anything else aside from Timmy
10
that's really good against strength
seconds
heroes?
remaining.
Veno, but Veno's banned. I like Veno against all these tanky
5
cores.
seconds remaining.
Slow them down, kite them. But right now, Secret has a very solid draft around like 5 manning it. It's a very distinct playstyle that they have. They want to snowball off the laning phase. They have good like lanes. They're hoping to get good lanes with the SB support and off lane, and try to group up with the dragon farm and take towers after that. And whereas for Immortals, they are much more looking like a split kind of game. Try to get pickoffs, and these three heroes right now, they are more leaning towards that direction, but they still have decent team fight with the Puck Wyvern, but not much damage yet. So I assume if they want to go for like a team fight lineup, their next two picks would. What is this?
Probably
off lane Pugna?
offlane Pugna, 5 Wyvern, mid
Support.
Puck.
Forev, Pugna.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could also see MP play Pugna.
Yeah,
right?
MP's played Pugna a
10
lot recently.
seconds remaining.
It's still quite unclear how Immortals goes, but I'm right now still
5 seconds
leaning a
remaining.
bit more towards Secret's lineup. I feel they have a much more clear and solid lineup. What the last picks are gonna can they actually sway him out?
You'd imagine that Puck is actually an MP Puck with
Yeah,
therefore
it's
the Pugna
definitely
then
possible.
has to be a Forev
Yeah,
Pugna, doesn't it?
and you might want to like pick some alchemist or something to bind the whole lineup
Yeah.
together. Some strong hero.
Yeah, QO's played a lot of Elk.
Right now, Secret are trying to figure out what is that diamond. What is that?
Haha. So they're going to take away the monkey, which actually is QO's most played hero over the last patch. So good data.
It fits him a lot. Snowballish hero melee pull, very strong. The lane, you put him at the right matchup like a DK against melee. It's really
10
good for Monkey
seconds
King.
remaining.
But haven't they put them in a really good position now? I think that's quite a smart draft in a way, because they've said, well, you can ban the monkey, but then we've got plenty of other options in the team.
But they're like not all the options would fit a Cure. Cure is a very special and unique play that kind of like snowballish that farms a lot. You would want to put him on those kind of hit. You do not want to put him on a Dragon Knight.
Right.
Nope.
Or even a Puck. You do not want to put him on the. That's for me. I want him to be on a hero that requires the most farm on my team. So they ban out the Brood. Still worrying about the cheese.
Yeah.
But the thing is like they won't have last pick for it. If they have to pick a hero that might get countered as well.
10 seconds
So
remaining.
there's a lot of things that you want to consider right now. You need to think ahead of what the enemy might
5
pick.
seconds
You have to pick a
remaining.
hero according to that possibility. I'm kind of still feeling the Elk here for them. Not sure what else is best for them. They have pretty good Aghanims heroes. Night Stalker, Pugna,
Yep.
the Puck, so Alchemist would fit.
Doesn't care about Doom,
And
Ace Band.
They need a front line, and Elk would provide them that front line.
Turn to
I still think they would have damage issues.
Oh, they pick CK. So what is Q gonna play?
I think Puck.
The Puck. So CK is definitely gonna be their front line now, and but Dragon Knight is pretty good against CK. You have that splash damage. Say Secret
10
still has
seconds remaining.
pretty okay heroes at dealing with the Secret ultimate. They have one more last pick here,
5
which
seconds
they
remaining.
could still pick something. Sven
Sven is
Sven is
really
pretty
good.
good against
So you don't think QO's going to go with the CK?
No, I'm not sure though.
See Medusa too.
Yeah.
See Medusa sometimes versus Wyvern and Chaos Knight. Doesn't care about getting cursed. You can still like split shot your enemies and can't really do that much in curse, and get Ags and kill all CKs.
That pick is also good, but does X play
Any carry.
Any
Play
carry?
Medusa.
Okay. Yeah, but
Hasn't played it in this match.
they probably don't like. He probably doesn't like to play. Oh,
Select your
Warden.
heroes.
Saw it in the second game of the first series of the day as well.
Not so
Sold
sure.
on it. I think it's
But it's okay with a Dragon Knight lineup because you have front, like they have 3 front lines. The Doom, the SB, and the DK can be the front line.
Yeah.
You need heroes that can protect the Arc Warden.
and create space for him. Spirit Breaker is perfect hero for that.
Let's do quick predictions. Winter, what have you seen from the draft that allows you to go one way or the other? Secret.
I like the draft more solid. Fight, good team fight.
Even with the Arc Warden pick at the end.
Yeah, and I'm not so sure what skill we're gonna play though.
Right.
If he's gonna play the puck, I'm not so sure about that.
I think QO is going to go on the CK personally, just from history. But
I think he's gonna play.
all right,
I
we'll
believe in
see.
QO too.
We'll have that bet alongside.
Is that
Who are you
nice,
going for?
aggressive hero? I'll go with Immortals for this. I know they're the underdog, but I like to draft just.
Okay, good. All right, well, there we go then. Predictions are done. They've been split one way or the other. We're going to find out over the next couple of hours which team takes home the victory and heads on into the winners bracket, which we'll see at the end of the day as well here in Group A. Time now to head back to the commentary team. We've fogged off one player into the commentary box. He's been joined by a British Australian. Of course, it's Toby One alongside.
You know, Red Eye thinks he's funny. You're getting fogged off, and he's having a crack at my dual citizenship.
He's trying so hard just to get at me.
Yeah, it's not working. Trying hard the English way, which is not funny at all. I'm Toby. This is Fogged.
Hello.
And we're going to have ourselves a good bit of fun. Team Secret going up against a team which I refuse to underestimate.
I know.
Always.
We watched your video or your interview, right?
Wait, really?
Was it an interview?
But yeah, I did one on a website which nobody knows about. But that's not the point.
I saw it.
Wow, thanks, Fox,
Anytime,
for reading
dude.
things which I thought. That's great.
Dude, I got you. I mean, we're lucky this game though, for sure. Like you're saying,
Yeah.
we've got Yapsor and Rubik, and everybody's happy. And I mean, I got a Pugna in my game I'm casting. I'm a happy man.
I'm always happy watching, like, if Yapsol plays Rubik, if Kuro plays Rubik, if anyone plays Rubik, I'm kind of happy. The only other time I'm happier is if somebody picks Enigma. Please, new patch, make him viable. For now, we get crapped on with Arc Warden as the new thing.
Hey, come on, he's fun. He's interesting to watch. I think every team needs to have this kind of player that plays. We mentioned on the panel, someone that plays these disgusting heroes. That's Ace. Ace plays Broodmother. Ace plays Arc Warden. What's the other big one that Ace plays? Huskar. He plays all of them. I mean, in pubs, he's all over those. Yeah, disgusting heroes.
Yeah, it's true. Only great, disgusting things come from Denmark. That's where we give a lot of credit for Cinderin as well as Milk.
They have some. Yeah, those are great things. How can you say?
They're
How you
great.
flaming sick? I love trolls.
They're disgusting.
No.
They are disgusting.
They've got good pastries. Come on.
Disgusting, but OP. Yeah.
So here I'm looking at Forev. I think he should be okay in the bottom lane as long as the Night Stalker's with him. But every time this Pugna is left alone, I'm feeling a little bit concerned for him. Spirit Breaker charge, Rubik, Arc Warden is mixed damage because you have the Flux as well as the Spark Wraith if there is a Decrepify. So I think it's really a lot on Febby to make sure that Forev doesn't get shut down in this game, because that's a lot of the early game damage for Immortals in this one. Because CK is a hero that we've seen quite often recently, but takes some time to ramp up. You need that armlet. You need to get that level advantage.
Well, that's the reason why Winter Wyvern's up here. Harassment, have the Night Stalker move between the lanes, so you get what you like, right? It's space for the Pugna, if Night Stalker can create it. And then movement in the lanes.
Yeah, and we'll see Puppy probably just emphasizing mostly on that bottom lane, as we mentioned, because charging Puck, it's kind of pointless. It doesn't really, it has no purpose.
Well, he's charging bottom lane instead, so they're going for Forev. Yapsor's actually in kind of a nice position. The Wraith is cutting off the retreat, so Yapsor moves in. You get your first stun. There's two Spark Wraiths on either side. The creep wave soaked up one, but Forev dragged out way too far. And that is going to be first blood on the off lane. You said you needed protection.
Yeah.
He obviously didn't use 2 layers.
They had to have the Void to cancel the charge. That's pretty much the only way they get the save there. But he was already blanketed by the Spark Wraiths in the back, so it's definitely a bit difficult. Ace, gotta take some harassment here. This is the low armor heroes that just get punished a bit by this amount of harass, but should be just fine. Even though Arc Warden sits at 0, Pugna at 1. It's all about Puppy's charges though. Every single time he charges, it should be a kill if they don't cancel it.
Actually, interesting you bring up the like the low armor point. Is that where CK has to move early before they're able to build up items to like kind of make up for that lack of armor? The 1 armor on the Doombringer is a base. The 0 base on Arc Warden only buffed up by his 1 item at the moment.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of hurt. They'll probably itemize for it. We'll see Doom get some, get like the Ogre creep, more than likely to be able to deal with that to throw it on his teammates. But they're more of like the DK being that front line and Arc Warden getting online later, because that's just what we see from the hero. The hero needs a lot of time. So they'll buff up the other guys and make sure they're fine. And we'll probably see Puppey get like the casual buckler. That's just Puppey. Or Medallion, something along those lines, just to be able to throw on his teammates.
Febby and Puppey having it out a little bit. It's only just casual harassment. I think both sides don't really give a crap about this. You're keeping your... Okay, well maybe you do when you jump down towards Forev with your charge forward. YapzOr's in the neighborhood, just keeping them away. Febby, okay. Well, he does have that void thanks to the Decrepify. The amplification was there. Puppey's dropping low, and he won't make it to the Vuls in time. So Forev able to level up the kill count on that bottom lane.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there by Puppey. You know, you're playing versus a Pugna lane. Pugna's very fast. If you're going to charge toward that, you're going to get caught up by that 400 movement speed with Boots Windlace. Just got to stay off the map pretty much as that Spirit Breaker, so you get those charges successfully.
Maybe also a good read from Immortals to pull Forev off the lane. Febby's already starting his TP out. He knows the second he gets grabbed like that, there's potentially too much damage coming out from Ace, so makes sense. TP back, build back up again, then just run back out.
Puppey TP'd mid and filled the bottle in the meantime.
Oh, Puppey's going bottom.
That he's
Forev, has he waited a little bit too long to back up? The Spark Wraith is there. YapzOr's going to get in range, and he will do so. Pick him up, throw him down. He's the level 1 Fade Bolt available, so Decrepify amplifies a little bit, but Forev will survive and get back to the tower.
3.5 duration. Still quite strong. They need the Spark Wraith after that, or maybe even like the level of Bash would have been enough. Puppey was level 2, but still only level 1 on that Spirit Breaker, suffering a bit. And we're going to be turning into the first night soon to see how Febby's movements will come out. But I don't know if he can really do so much about the mid lane, because mid one is having a great time as expected. Dragon Knight tends to win these matchups win or come out evenly in majority of these matchups now.
Yeah, so it's good for the DK. It's probably even better the fact that Puck's staying toe-to-toe when the difference between the 1 positions is so different. Like, Ace is just shy of level 4. He's got 12-4 CS at the moment. Comparing that to the CK, who's 4 and a third and 24-9 on the CS. So Kira's having a lot better time. Febby trying to keep his fun time going as nighttime's just begun. Puppey voided up. The run is still going to go, and Febby's got the movement speed to work, and Puppey no way to escape from that one, especially when the Splinter Blast provides more damage. YapzOr's going to be quick to follow up, even though he gets the AoE stun. You got MP's rotation. Orbs over. YapzOr tries to deny himself, but Febby just get the claws into his back right at the right moment before the Black Dragons will attack. And thanks to those Black Dragons attacking, Febby is forced to run away.
Great start to the night. At least they peel the aggression off from Ace. That's the one benefit, I guess, for Secret. But yeah, they point that out, that glaring differential in CS is pretty massive. Now Secret's actually just rotating because they don't feel like they can stop that pressure. They're going to try to pressure Q on, but this is tough.
Where's the TP support?
They don't have Infernal Blade, but they might have enough anyway to chase him out with that secondary bash from Puppey.
They need to bring the Doom in range for the burn, and it will be Scorched Earth to kill him, even though he's hiding in the trees. Fada is able to find that kill.
That secondary bash was pretty needed, actually. Without the level up in Infernal Blade, Fada did not have it just yet, but after the kill, now he has it. And they've got good ways to threaten kills. So now it looks like they're just going to sack Ace. This is a kind of a secret strategy. This is what they'd like to do a lot of the times when they play. Just leave their carry alone and then emphasize on the other 2 lanes, since mid one is their true carry most of the time.
I had to double take for a second. I'm like, secret strategy? Wait,
yeah,
no, everybody knows about it.
Yeah. I was like, wait a minute.
It's a trap in words.
So Forev and Febby have done their job down here. The Pugna is level 4, Arcane Boots. He's going to be able to put a lot of pressure on whenever the catapult does rotate down, and should be able to not let Ace have a good time at all.
But with the Spark Wraith protecting him for the moment, at least Ace can soak up some levels again, but he will be behind the CK.
Yeah. And that's pretty damn scary. I mean, we're looking at Immortals, right? This is old MVP. These guys are going to run at that Arc Warden as soon as they're able to. And it's going to start happening very shortly. Puck is now 6. They're starting to get their level advantage, and it's still nighttime, so they're definitely going to press their advantage.
Really good
massive
scan from
way.
Team Secret. They understand that Febby is hanging in the tree line, so mid one's playing very defensively, but also could move it from Immortals. Having that Observer Ward on top of the Dire Ancient, on top of the Radiant Ancient area, they're able to see any kind of counter movement from Team Secret. So easy to escape, no real risk maneuver, but they go to bottom lane. That is where Arc Warden being attacked under the tower. He's trying to get the Spark Rays down. Febby's going to tank up most of it, allowing Forev to keep attacking. Hits that level 3 Nether Blast as Ace cuts through the tree lines. Another Spirit down, but the Silence MP able to hit him with both the Orb and the Rift, giving him the damage they need. And Immortals will take the T1 tower to follow. CK gonna go into Chaos Bolt, as well as his full ultimate. Phantasm needs that damage to kill off Yapsa with a Fade Bolt. Damage to reduce, and reinforcements have arrived from Team Secret, but so has from MP. A 3-man Dream Coil. They actually keep QO alive. He's salving up, ready to fight once more, and that Scorched Earth from Fada is now worn out. Mid one will arrive. A double damaging Dragon. A perfect time for mid one to come in. A double kill for him, and now both sides will claim the safe lane tier 1 towers.
That was a great rotation. Yep. Perfect timing there for mid one. But the puck also, that was quite a decent one, but they're pretty durable on the side of Secret. This is what we were talking about. The Spirit Breaker, the Doom, the DK, these 3 heavy frontliners don't really care too much about this spell damage. Once Winter Wyvern gets some more levels in the Arctic Burn, that's some of the damage, but Forev, at least during that, is able to take that bottom tower. You see the Phantasm get nuked down very quickly here, of course, from the AoE burst. But
I wonder if this actually begs the question. We were talking about, at least with the low armor, maybe that would make it a little harder for Team Secret, but where was that physical damage? Yep. We were asking for it with the 5th pick, going, how are they actually going to find this Immortals? Or even tossing up Phantom Assassin, even though you said that would lose the game. But, like, how would you find that damage in the future? Is it just CK having to level more than he already has?
That's what they need. They need to, like, have the armlet online. This hero takes quite a while still, and QO is feeling the pressure. Even though he was free farming up a bit top, he's 0-2 now. He's queued up a Midas.
Yeah, he's actually changed his mind. Dubu's on the run on top lane. Quick Infernal Blade's going to hit him. MP able to kill off Puppey in the jungle in the meantime. So kills on both sides of the map. Supports the ones to die. But Forev's adding the pressure, so the money will still come in with this push.
Yeah, Puppey's fine with this though. This is his role actually as the team lately. I've been seeing. He just dies, tanks the ganks, especially when Yap starts playing the Rubik. Make sure he can get his items online.
They're charging MP. It looks like Team Secret want to fight in the bottom lane. MP, okay, they're going to pull out the Spark Wraith. Triggered out by Ace, and now he's going to clone it up as well, looking for as much damage as he can to Febby, who starts his TP. Yapsa will cancel it, however. And Ace will find that kill on the escaping Night Stalker.
Ace needs those kills to come back.
They're going to smoke up and try and push.
Trying to get some kind of pick off here.
Oh, they have Puppey, but under the shrine?
He should be fine with the charge away. Yeah, it's gone.
They don't find him. And they will find the DK. Decrepify up. Puppey's already started his charge out. Bafada with a TP. Again, Team Secret coming in force.
Did he just get the stun after the life drain started again? It looks like that happened because of the projectile. So Forev tries to decrep the drain, gets stunned up. They're in the jungle right next to a shrine. You're going to get outnumbered there. Very aggressive play coming up from Immortals. Secret, the big shining stars right now are definitely Fada and mid one, being at the right place at the right time.
Yep. They're always TPing him, but then again, it's that position, right? Immortals had the vision, but they're still fighting underneath an active shrine. So mid one can push the mid. But the rest of Immortals are now backed up, so the Hand of Midas did complete over on QO. He's gone bush, while you've got Puck up on the top lane trying to finish up his full Veil. And not too far off at 250 gold.
So they'll have,
except he just got doomed. So all that wonderful money which he's got, Fada is on the run. Support's coming in, so if Fada commits to this, he may die to QO as well as Forev. Decrepify is there, they start draining out the Doombringer. Support is not coming in from Team Secret. So Fada, who has 1 kill and 0 deaths, is now going to have his first death of the game. MP will probably survive, especially now the Puppey has cancelled his charge.
They get mid-tower out of it though. I mean, there's a bit of a overzealous play by Fada. He wasn't able to close the distance to get that Infernal Blade hit. I think if he had gotten the Infernal Blade initially, with the Scorcher thought up, he would have been able to chase it down. But ambitious play by himself, not even under the vision of a charge or anything like that, so he can keep the sights on the puck.
QO is really delaying this armlet. He's actually going to finish up his treads now that he's got the Midas. So looking for that instant strength for now.
He maxed the stun. We've been seeing the 1-4-1 build pretty much every time now, even 1-4-4. But he went for the 4 max points in the stun. A bit different from the playstyle we've been seeing. Puppey charge top. Forev. should be getting brought down here quite easily.
Yeah, that Spark Ray is going to rip him apart. Long duration hurts, and then Fada Infernal Blades him. Maybe the lack of Reality Rift points is just because of what we were talking about with Team Secret Terrorist not having that much armor.
But then you want to negate them even more.
True.
So
especially with DK.
It's very strange, and like we see the 1-4-4 build because you get to farm a lot harder with that Chaos Strike in the jungle, so you get your armlet at better time. And I haven't seen the 4 Chaos Ball build in quite a long time on the CK, to be honest. But if anything, that kind of it makes a little bit of sense for Immortals, just because that's the way they like to play, right? Very aggressive with QO, so he wants to get involved on kills with stuns. But not crazy about it. I like the Reality Rift Max build a lot.
So if he keeps hitting 4-second stuns, we'll say he's a genius. For
yeah,
now,
fair enough.
Dubu in a little bit of trouble inside the Radiant jungle. Arctic Burn's going to be stolen by Yapsaw.
That's a very nice spell to steal.
And a very easy kill for mid one. Having a double damage room ready and bolted up. Revenge being searched for by MP in the mid, but it's Ace, it's an Arc Warden. It's difficult, to say the least, with that lineup.
Ace is starting to catch back up, almost has the Midas finished. So he's doing alright, still like 1300 gold behind QO, but mid one is the big problem, of course, on that Dragon Knight. I think he actually finished up, was it a Blink Dagger? He has a full Shadow Blade already actually coming on the Dragon Knight.
Yeah, he's the one that wants to initiate, but he's being initiated on right now. Immortals, it's all over him. The Shadow Blade does come in, but Femi will find the kill just in time before the Invis can be triggered off Yapsaw. That little Arctic Burn, or sorry, his Darkness, just flying himself away. Puppey, reinforcements in, but now he's dragged in by QO. So back-to-back kills now here for Immortal. And they may go for a little bit more. I was thinking about the mid tower, but with the pressure being applied by Fada to the top, Femi is forced to move off the mid lane.
So right there, you know, your point was proven. QO's a genius. He got a 3-second stun there, and the Shadow Blade, if it was a 2-second stun, he would have maybe been able to use the Invis there. No, it's just split-second timing though. Mid one a bit unlucky there with the Courier. Might have been able to live.
Yapsaw looks so bloody stupid riding his Broomstick in with Darkness. He's the ultimate Witch or Warlord, however you want to put it. Forev picked off. Simple initiation, and the maybe they also didn't see the reveal of the Shadow Blade.
I don't think they saw it
during the last fight, or else that wouldn't have happened right there.
Yeah. Oh, I was confused because you kept saying Darkness. I'm like, oh, Hunter in the Night. Yeah, the Rubik's running around very fast. That's actually pretty cool that you can steal that with with Rubik. In the past, Night Stalker is not really the greatest versus Rubik's not the greatest versus Night Stalker, but with that, you can always fly away, set up for kills, get vision, and it's of course when nighttime you get that boost of movement speed and attack speed. That's pretty sweet. Haven't really seen that too often.
Let's have to correct my names.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
Yeah.
He's actually entirely skipping Armlet. He's going straight for Echo Saber on QO.
Okay.
So maybe because of the damage ticks that they have, I guess with the DK form as well as the Scorched Earth and for Infernal Blade, he doesn't feel like it's as needed.
It seems like a lot of confidence as well from Febby. He's going directly, well, I say directly, he's already got Urn as well as Phase Boots, but he's building Aghanim Scepter. No Midas or nothing like that to help him get there. It's just directly into Aghanim Scepter after his initial items.
Yeah, usually you see it versus like heavy team fight or something, so they can see like the blink initiators. But I guess this time because of the Shadow Blade and Febby.
Yeah, not certainly really wanted to be there. Not while Yapsaw's in the neighborhood. This time he'll steal the level 4 Void. Febby is being charged. Puppey's on his way. But he's coming a long way upriver, and Febby. The damage is not enough.
Fada did not. He like canceled the Doom as well. He didn't want to commit it onto that 4 support hero. But Febby's pretty farmed. Maybe whatever. That's like negligible. He just wants to save it for the next team fight. For when they go get an objective off of it, they can actually push with Doom up.
You kind of wish though he would spend his money. Like he's sitting on 1.1k unreliable gold. So just get that point booster, or it looks like the Courier's in the neighborhood anyway, and it does actually buy exactly that. The point booster is on the way. Well, while this push is happening up on top, we've got double TPs coming down the bottom lane. Forev being charged. Netherward is in the trees, which now get broken apart. Forev, that damage is high. He'll decrepify up quickly. Fada in the neighborhood. Forev trying to drain out the catapult to try and stay alive.
Oops. He was dead anyway, but
yeah.
Slight little misclick there, probably trying to click the Doom.
But the DK took the top tier 2 tower, bottom tower. Again, Immortals being denied that push.
They're being very... I mean, it's Immortals, right? It's old MVP. They're gonna be very aggressive. They're gonna go for those dive plays. But when you get punished versus this time of the lineup, or when you do that, you're gonna get punished versus this time of the lineup with the Dragon Knight. And now Yapsaw, he stole the Nether Blast. That's gonna be so useful for his team when they group up around that Dragon Knight. And Fada as well is going for Crimson Guard, so they're trying to make up for those armor instances to deal with the CK at least.
Yep.
But Pugna still is gonna be a damage dealing problem.
He's
going for Dagon on the Pugna. I have seen him been doing this in some of his pub games just because of how powerful it is too. Because they're gonna have the Veil, they're gonna have the Decrep on top.
They may also need like quick and easy burst ways to get rid of the clones on the side lane, considering they lack the physical damage.
Yeah,
this is going to start causing them a lot of problems when, well, I say when BTs arrive, but for the moment Ace is still working on his Maelstrom.
Yeah. Oh, Yepsor might get caught out here though. He has the Nether Blast, but he doesn't have anything defensive.
Yeah,
he's just gonna accept his death.
Oh boy. That Decrepify amplification is just insane.
They're really gonna lack physical. It's all relying on QO if he is truly gonna be going for the Dagon on the Pugna, which it doesn't matter what you get on a Pugna. Life Drain is
it's space creation though, right? Like,
yeah,
so
I guess.
For the mid game you focus on your magical damage, into the late game you look for the unstoppable QO.
I guess Arc Warden doesn't want to build the BKB till super late in the game, so you can just insta burst him in a lot of occasions as the Pugna, so it kind of makes sense to me in that manner.
The double Shadowblade boys were looking for a pick-off. Very difficult to get one onto MP now that he's finished up his Blink Dagger, has the Veil. There's so much amplification they're going to be scared of, and Yapzor is copying at the moment, moving back behind the tower. They'll be able to get the Void off, but not before the Crepify wears out, so there's not as much damage as they would have really liked. Support is TPing in, Fada as well as mid one, passing past the Shrine, but QO with the Phantasm, he needs vision, but well, one of them has the Shadowblade. Fada into the tree lines, and mid one is just trying to bait them in.
QO finds Ace though. That's pretty massive. Just able to get the Arc Warden. That's solo as well. He just found him farming the jungle and instantly brought him down with that Phantasm.
So finally, Immortals get to claim the tower with the death of one of the cores of Secret.
Secret's definitely struggling a bit because their lack of the teamfight lineup. They can't really run into Immortals unless they have a clear vision advantage or a outnumbered advantage, just because of the nature of their heroes. Winter Wyvern, Puck, Pugna, just way too hard for Secret to run into at this point in time.
It does seem kind of crazy to say that when you have a Spirit Breaker on that team. Like, you're meant to run into the mid one, looking for an opening. As it's just MP getting aggressive against Fada. The charge is coming forward on the way from Puppey. Mid one won't be able to catch up, and with Darkness being triggered, Team Secret wary to move to the dire side of the river.
Team Secret are really struggling on the vision department this game. Look at the wards coming out from Immortals. It's actually just blanketed the entire enemy side of the map at this point.
And they just saw the smoke too.
Yeah, now they see the smoke too. The whole time so far, Immortals has been playing with very good vision versus Secret. They're not really leading too much. It's only a negligible lead. It's pretty much bouncing between 0 at this point.
Yeah. But when you have like Doom in the lineup as well, you expect a little bit more money to come in, but he went for the Crimson Guard build.
He always takes the Health Town as well on Fada. He never takes the 80 Devour Gold. I saw that he did I think twice at Starletter, I want to say. He did play, or maybe it was just once. But
you do it to be more efficient when you go into like a longer split push game.
Yeah, I think it's just a preference because he's playing off lane. He already knows that they have a Dragonite, they have an Arc Warden, they have those type of like the methods to take it to late game. He just wants to be that front liner that doesn't care, that makes space for that arc. So it makes sense.
Well, that'll work until QO gets big.
Yeah, it'll work for a bit. I mean, he's 26, 20, almost 2200 HP on this Doom with the 8 armor. He's pretty damn durable at the moment.
Yeah, and of course the regeneration he's going to get when he turns on Scorched Earth.
Yeah, Puppey tries to charge up bottom, but unable to. So it's off space at the moment for Secret. They're really just, I mean, you have playing with an Arc Warden. It's going to take a very long time for this hero to get online. They just have to keep picking these beneficial fights, trying to play around the daytime as much as possible, but now that it is night, it's going to be Immortals leading the charge and looking for pickoffs.
I'm still wondering how long it's going to take for Ace to get online. Like, Maelstrom, Midas, now he's working in towards the BTs. We're 20 minutes in on the Arc Warden. Like, is there ways he can speed it up, or are you okay with the timing for the Arc Warden?
It's going to be like 30 minutes before he can really get involved into stuff. That's just the nature of the hero. We saw a similar kind of thing from Ame in the last series. I think that's just the way the hero has to be played. I like the variety that Ame did though with the blink into the Hex after the Mjolnir. And speaking of variety, QO is doing a very QO thing. He's going Shadowblade on the CK to get him to be able to pierce those back.
Well, he's going to have an initiation. He's got the front line. He's got Fada. Walk straight up onto him.
Maybe he goes for Silver Edge versus the DK to remove that Dragon's Blood eventually, but I think this one's just to pick off the Arc Warden when he's split pushing, not so much versus the Dragon Knight.
The Observer Ward saw Puppey in the tree line behind the tier 2 behind the tier 1 tower. So while the 4 heroes smoke up, there's not a lot of vision for the Radiant side at the moment. They still don't see him, so they're using the CK to scout. And
they're both
CK,
scouting.
He doesn't find Wyvern, or he doesn't find the Dragon Knight, sorry.
They're both stalking. Elder Dragon form has worn off though. I don't know if Secret really wants to fight this. They have to stall more.
Spirit Breaker's charging top. We'll see if mid one he doesn't react to it as all the fight in the mid. They charge the opposite direction, leaving Fada exposed, as well as that mid tier 1 tower. So both Fada and Yapzor bite the dust. The tier 1 tower will join them.
Uh-oh, definitely a concern. They can't really fight at all versus what Immortals got. And Immortals might just make their way into the Roche pit now.
They are doing exactly that. And now we'll see the damage.
They've got Spark Rates to throw Vision in there, but there's no way Secret can contest this.
Well, Yapzor's up in 5 seconds time. Arc Warden has his clone available too if they want to try it. But they have to move over. Roshan's going down. It's taking a little bit of time. Thanks to Reality Rift, you do have the negative armor they're looking for.
Radiant Courier just died. Is that the creeps?
And let me just check the position of it.
Yeah,
it was creeped between the tier 2 and tier 3 tower in mid. Meanwhile,
and they get the Roche. Okay, so they get a little bit more surge of gold from that Courier as well as the Roche, and that's a big benefit. When you're playing versus these long cooldowns like Doom, and you have an Aegis on one of your main carries, it's definitely a problem for Secret.
You also just bought more time. So Roshan goes down. Immortals now have Febby farming up on the bottom lane too, so he's building in very close that Aghanim Scepter, only 500 gold away from it. So you got a team 500 gold away from having unobstructed vision.
When they have
an Aegis
and a team fight advantage lineup.
Yep.
So they can choose to when they want to do pickoffs, when they want to do team fights as well, because of this Aghanims that'll be out on the Night Stalker, as well as the Shadow Blade as we mentioned on QO.
Do you like the item build as well from QO?
You go hard. This is the item, yeah. Absolutely. This is just the build on the CK. Usually we see the armlet in between, not the Shadow Blade.
Around. They're looking to have a crack over on Febby. Yapzor's going to get the pickup. And MP, the jump in, 3-man silence and Dream Coil. Mid one has the BKB to protect him, but then he's instantly cursed up. Fada and Ace attacking into him. Now he breaks free, and Febby will end up falling. QO's in the backlines, but all the moment he's doing is attacking a clone. It's not enough for him to really fight with. Put into the void, the bubble moment. Mid one, he'll find the kill, getting drained down. There's only the Aegis more to burn, so a 1-for-1 trade off the supports plus the Aegis. Doombringer caught on the wrong side of the tracks. Decrepit finds the QO, has to wait to attack him, and that will allow MP to secure the kill with his level 4 Rift.
Bit of an awkward fight, just the way it was kind of taken. But as soon as we see the BKB wear off on mid one, Secret just can't team fight.
Yep.
And I think they're going to need like a Blink Dagger on the Doom in order for him to get those positions for the jump, because he's just walking into the fights, getting completely controlled. He's getting silenced over and over again, getting stunned. He just can't find a Doom target. I think he did. Yeah, he did queue up with the Blink Dagger next after that Crimson Scar. So he's very durable, but he can't really get a Doom off.
MP, that's a fun jump. Silence on mid one as well as Yapzor, who's killing off the ward, while Puppy was charging forward to QO. More supports coming in, but QO goes to the Phantasm. The Chaos Bolt, 2 seconds on over on mid one. Now stolen by Yapzor. Ready to inflict it into the Chaos Knight. A 4 second stun for Yapzor, plus the reveal of dust. Nowhere to hide. QO will end up falling. He cannot go invis with a Shadow Blade because of that dust. There is a little bit of a revenge, however. A perfect Dream Call, giving MP a double kill. But Immortals, they don't have the numbers anymore. 3 heroes down, it's about to become 4. A quick phase shift, and will that jump away? It won't happen.
Oh,
it was
goodness.
a stolen ward? Is that actually what that was with the Nether Ward? No, it was still just being disabled, can't blink away, and Immortal lose too many on top of the Radiant Shrine.
This is such an Immortals game. That's all I'm thinking. It's just battles happening everywhere. It's 16 to 18 to 25 minutes. The places where the fights are being taken to. Look where that one's taken. Immortals chooses to take this fight near the enemy shrine with no objectives to be gained. So here we see QO does get caught. He can Shadow Blade and kind of just run if he wants to. But he wants to fight. Night Stalker is not there. Febby is not into this, and this is going to be a 5-man fight for Secret. So they already have numbers advantage. It seems like it's such a strange position for them to really want to just go for that fight rather than just running away and resetting, because they don't have all their heroes. So fighting on top of the shrine with no real objective to gain, definitely a bit of a blunder there for Immortals.
Yeah, they have to try and curve this, or else they're going to end up giving Team Secret a larger opening, and that's exactly what happened. Like, it wasn't a huge advantage. Like, you're sitting around 3,000 gold and experience advantage for Immortals before that fight, and now it starts to more flatline level it out in graphs. So, still a very close game. Of course, as you said, a perfect Immortals game. Keep the fighting going. Once that heart is up on QO, then you start to question just how much damage Team Secret will have. But at the moment, appears to be there in droves.
Yeah, they should be able to be honest. Like, they're making a lot of space for Ace on the arc board. And look, he's already getting to top 2 on net worth. He's got Mjolnir finished up in a second now. I think Secret's doing a great job of stalling versus this Pugna lineup, who's claimed only 3 towers at the 26-minute mark. That top tower still has 1,200 out of 14 life. Immortals hasn't even gone up there. They've just wanted to battle inside the enemy jungle, battle inside the other side of the enemy jungle, not really looking at the objective game, just fight, 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 and that's Immortals in a nutshell.
Yeah,
like we said.
I'm wondering if it's also Immortals thinking like it's more about the high ground than anything else. Yapsor silences out, mid one right behind MP. Support's going to be there in the form of Dubu. They get the strike onto MP as Puppy starts running up into the river. He's really on the wrong side of this, so Febby's able to help bring him down with the help of Forev, but the curse keeping Doombringer out of the fight, while it will be Ace trapped in by QO, and here is that damage Immortal wants with mid one's BKB wearing off. He's out of range of any kind of detection. There's no gem, there's no dust, so he can just keep the run going, and Febby focusing to grab into Yapsor. He can't reach him, so he voids Finder instead. QO, he's on the way in. Reality Rip pulling in the Doom. So much negative armor and the 4-second Chaos Bolt. Combine it with the Sucky of Forev. They'll bring down Vada, and they're looking for another bigger one. They're going to be the last Dragon Slayer if possible. Mid one's on the run, the last survivor of his race. Team Secret being that. All 5 down. Maybe they can get the Chaos Knight. No, they can't. The Doom isn't enough damage either.
I'm waiting to see Forev's damage in this fight. Oh, nice Pugna. I love me some Pugna.
2.5, almost 2.6k.
The Nether Ward did a lot in that fight as well. But so that curse was interesting. So Dubu gets it off, and it actually pulls Ace into it, so he can't use his hero, right? And then QO comes in, and Reality rips him out of it, and ends up getting the kill. And oh, Ace ports right into his death. It's looking light onto the shrine. He's got it up, though. He's gonna be able to man fight for a bit. Oh my god!
Is he gonna kill Forev? Ace! He's looking for it. He's in the bubble. Forev to grab a fire MP in through the rear to claim the real and the clone.
Where the lightning procs where he needed them.
Boy, Order 66 failed.
Wow. And what a swing coming out. Now it's 5k advantage for Immortals, but this is, they're just fighting. They're not going for objectives, dude. This team's crazy.
This is what we hope to see. I'm fairly certain every single person, when they saw the lineup of Immortals being announced, was like, hell yes, bring me some spice in my games, please.
I mean, now they've got, QO's got a full heart now after all this. And now they're finally looking, they're like, guys, there's still a top tower. Let's go up there. But wait, there's a hero mid, let's kill him. Okay, wait, top tower. And that's the way they play. They just like to go for kills and try to get that advantage through it. And it's working.
He's done to create space, but this is that jump.
Yep.
Ace TPing in where he had absolutely no vision, and Immortals, as you said, their ward game was perfect.
Yeah, that decrepify, look at how clutch that was. The brain drop as well, saving him on top of that decrep. Perfectly played there by Forev, and look at that smile.
Everything's coming up, Immortals. TP's coming in towards the top lane as well, very quickly cancelled. That was actually mid one coming back, and he's all the way on the bottom lane, and Immortals quickly pinged this as well, so they understand the DK has to walk back from the bottom lane. They'll take this as an invitation to push into the tier 3 tower.
No Phantasm up for now.
Yapsor trying to slow it down. The Dream Call from MP's gonna miss. Yapsor was looking for a quick spell steal, triggered the Lincoln Sphere of MP, and the Drain on the Puppy. He came in close, the Drain won't be enough. Puppy is in the safe zone, but Doombringer, again, the bubble protection. Immortals tried to push, they did some decent damage, but they don't claim the objective.
They forced reaction. I think that's the biggest thing there. They got some deep wards down, they forced reaction. I think they're pretty happy about that, but Secret, I think this is the time for sure for them to buy a gem. Try to get that ward vision, because I think they're starting to feel that they're just under vision at all times in this.
How do you get the ward vision when Febby has the Aghanim Scepter?
It is tough.
It's almost impossible, and coming up to the next fight with Roshan, he'll spawn up in under a minute. This is another reason probably why Immortals backed up. If they try to force that issue, lost the fight, they'll give Team Secret the opportunity to take out the big man.
They know that Secret knows that Immortal threatened the high ground, so they're assuming there's some base wards, etc., stuff like that. I don't know if they really want to get like so many big wards out versus that gem, maybe just some high ground ones. But other than that, I think they need the gem to just catch the CK as well. This Shadow Blade is actually pretending to be quite an issue for them. DD on QO is looking for a pickoff. 20 now as well.
He hasn't found the opening just yet. Instead, they're picking off the wards, which is making Team Secret a little bit more nervous. because they know gem on gem action. Very difficult for either side to get a proper jump. Even more difficult for Team Secret during nighttime. And we have another 42 seconds worth of that nighttime. And Darkness coming off cooldown in 5 seconds time. So it's, you could say it's a night, and
I'm done. that was decent.
Well, welcome to the worst joke of the day!
I'll probably have a worse one than that. Actually, Paul probably already had like 4 worse ones today.
That's true. We just don't hear him because we don't listen. Jump forward, QO being initiated on, charge in. A lot of damage on the Puppy for that charge. Even with the Doom on the CK, you know he can tank it out, and the Curse is wasting the BKB at mid one. By the time he gets out the Curse, the BKB is already done.
Yeah, Immortals is just going to reset. They didn't have to commit anything big. Secret committed both of their big ults, the Dragon Form as well as the Doom. So they're just going to wait. Doom is over, and now it's their time to get that aggression going.
You do have Darkness running out, though. That's going to be the only disadvantage here for Immortals. So they won't have the pure vision advantage because we're coming out of Darkness into daytime.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, 24, 28, yeah, you're right. They're going for the smoke up anyway. They want to fight anyway because it's under it's into the no ultimates that Secret has.
They want to fight anyway because they're Immortals.
Because they're Immortals. No, it's Elf Dragon Form and Doom are the only really real team fight skills that Secret have. While Immortal has quite a lot more, and they're not having to use Phantasm, of course, for any of this. They're gonna have it for their Aegis Cheese Siege push.
Yep. Ready for that one. Roshan is already down to 1/3 of his HP. Team Secret not really in the area to contest this, and with the Freeway pushing in through top with no defense, this has to flag warning bells for Team Secret. Something is awry.
I just don't think they just can't touch that. I don't really see how they can fight into Immortals lineup when they're 5. They have to look for pickoffs in the back lines, but versus this Night Stalker Dragon Imps, and Immortals just been sticking together. That's the one big beautiful thing when you are just non-stop fighting, and the fighting team is you're always going to be together.
So do you just wait for it? If Immortals is that predictable, they're going to fight as a big group. Can Team Secret defend high ground? Let the tier 2 tower drop in mid and fight them inside.
I think that's their only way that they can. They still have to buy more time for this Arc Ward. He's not online. And even if he does get online, playing versus a CK like this already, who's sitting at 4k HP, soon to have an AC on top, which will push him up to the 25 armor mark, it's going to be really tough for them to actually bring him down or just force them out of their base.
Well, Immortals have claimed that last outer tower. They want the tier 3. This will open up the shrines as well, so the only outer positions the Team Secret have to work with. Under threat if they can bring it down, the Darkness up for Febby, so vision gain from Team Secret is even worse. They only barely see outside their base with this vision change. QO into the Spark Race, but all he's got to do is back up, regenerate up a little bit once the heart kicks in. And they can just keep doing this time and time again.
Yeah, 4Ev almost level 20 now too.
Oh, he's straight in close. Mid one initiates, he's looking for the kill onto Pugna. It won't work when Dubu is there to protect him with that cold embrace. Fada in, I say, way too deep. He's underneath his own tier 3 tower, and that's not enough to survive. Puppy will get brought down as well on the back lines, and it looks like Immortals are cracking the top of the Team Secret base. They'll go in, they'll kill off mid one. QO's got a triple kill. Buybacks coming thick and fast from Team Secret. It's all or nothing. They have to find a defense here. Fighting against the Nether Ward, hard to do. They don't have any reveal. They've lost the gem as well. DK's not buying back. Without Dragon Form, it is kind of futile to do so anyway. But with Ace, they can at least force them back out. Night Stalker will die, but when Night Stalker is worth almost 600 gold for a kill, you know you're in a bad position. Fada will blink in for the Doom, keeping Pugna off the lines. QO's in deep. Remember, he's got the Aegis Immortal, but where's the detection? He's walking out. Fada comes back in again. He's got the Gem of True Sight, so QO a quick reality rift. Dubu will curse over on Fada. Ace keeping the distance for the moment. They'll get a quick Infernal Blade. QO needs to die here now. Team Secret, they need some exit kills. QO being picked up by Yamso. Hold him in close. Hold him in tight to the bosom of Team Secret. QO will end up falling. 80 seconds for him on the sidelines, and for all the buybacks which Team Secret actually committed, they get huge kills on the way out, and they hold their mid ranks. Even if they lost their tier 3 tower, this has to be worth it in the position they were in.
It's close. It still is quite a lot that they had to expend to go for those kills.
Considering it was practically GG if they didn't get what happened, yeah, you're taking this.
They're still at a massive deficit even after all that. I think, did they get the gem? They did not get the gem from Febby.
No, the gem got regathered by Doom. Sparta got back in there. And
that was their gem though. Yeah.
That was theirs?
Yeah, that was
it was on mid 1. It got dropped on mid 1, then regathered.
But right now they're lacking damage so highly. Dubu's been so on point with his cold embrace.
Mid 1, he's going to be found. He's actually going to go for the wipe. Have they got enough damage with the spark rate there? Dubu, he's going to cold embrace himself up. Needs the life. Ace looking for the magical damage through that Mjolnir, and he's going to get it as well. The follow-up bash now, the strike into Febby. Multiple heroes down for Immortals, and they don't have buyback.
And that's the gem now. Now they take the gem from Febby. Mid 1 though, nearly dropping to just that deep prep Dagon. It doesn't do so much damage. But Ace still having a decent amount of damage through that cold embrace. Pretty relevant, but Dubu's really been on point with these cold embraces this game. Every time instantly someone gets focused, he's on that.
This will be a harder push now. I don't think Team Secret can really force it. QO's back up with Phantasm. Puck is respawning as well.
They still need a lot more on Secret. They need this Arc Warden to be even bigger. And Mid 1 having to buy back there, his net worth has been totally halted at 13k.
Problematic for him.
Yes, still a big concern coming out for Secret. They're getting online though. The high ground defense is the big thing as Arc Warden. With that magnetic field plus those spark rates, it's very hard to just go for the kills. I think if Immortals had played a little bit slower, if they just reset after the initial jump from the Dragon Knight, maybe they can try to slow play with the Pugna, but it is a bit tough with that blink reveal from Mid 1.
It was nicely played by Team Secret. They understood they had to take it to Immortals.
You have to versus Pugna.
And not just passively play it.
Yeah, you have to versus Pugna, because once Pugna gets level 22, gets that increased cast range, you can just blast from all the way down the hill.
Can Team Secret still find enough space for Mid 1 to farm? Like, he's out a long, long way. I'm thinking the more Ace pushes, does he just do side lanes only?
I think Mid 1 just has to get golden kills at this point. Some neutral farm as well. It's mostly going to be Ace taking the whole map, though.
Yeah. Because right now he's taking all of the camps. His clones are pushing in, he's doing the side lanes, and the primary reason he's doing it at the moment is looking for a BKB.
He needs it. He really needs it this game. That's what we were talking about. You don't really want to build it on an Arc Warden, but you have to at one point versus Pugna versus Puck. And Puck is also going to be going for that Dagon 5. So there's going to be double Dagon 5 on the side of Immortals with Veil and a Decrep. We're going to see heroes getting bursted down from pretty much full.
Yeah. But then again, MP is going to be getting a lot more money soon too. He's only a quarter of a level off 420.
Yeah. He is quite close to that. He actually went for the -3 sec Waning Rift, and he's building into Dagon anyway. So usually we see the Spell Lamp talent because you anticipate getting with Dagon later on.
Maybe he doesn't feel like he needs it when he's also got the Prepify of Pugna. Like, that's already a huge amplification.
Still pretty nice, but I guess he was feeling like he wanted the matching cooldown of the orb to the silence. It's just preference between players. Ideally though, since he's building Dagon, the amp would probably be better in the long run.
Radiant's top shrine.
Immortals have to keep coming back. They're going to be getting so frustrated about this. Now the top lane's being pressured, Puck is having to return, and it's not like they have a Keeper of the Light in the team that can recall and keep the pressure up. When they do this, they're forced to come back.
Yeah. At least they have bots, right? At least the Puck has that. Yeah. And now level 25.
This is one of the sexiest things ever. That gold counter when you're on a Puck, it's like watching a jackpot. Like you go into Vegas and you see that big thing. Like let me just pull the lever. Let me pull the lever. The money just keeps rising until I pull.
I remember when I first saw it added, and I died as Puck or something. I watched someone die as Puck, and I was like, wow, you actually get like 1,000 gold while you're dead. That's lovely.
Let me just buy my buyback. Oh wait, hang on. The game buys it for me. Alright, so Team Secret, they've almost waited enough time for the buyback status to come back off cooldown. They've got another 2.5 minutes before everyone's got their buybacks up again.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of keeping the lanes pushed out, just shoving the lanes with Ace, and we see Mid 1 expending even Dragon form. Did have an Arcane Rune this time, but trying to do anything to increase his farm. Even takes the GPM talent on the Dragon Knight, understanding that if Secret are going to be the ones to take this game, it's going to be later on, because they just have to rely on getting the Doom on the proper targets, as well as Ace just getting massive on that Arc Warden. But we've been seeing Fada really struggle this game to get those Dooms off. He can't get into the fight. Silence gets disabled, or a curse or something along those lines.
Yeah, he's got no real way to break free of that either. Like with the Shiva's Guard as well as the Crimson Guard, at least he provides his team a lot of, like, he's got himself armor as well as like the block and the slow. but he has to get the perfect blink position, but you can't do that against an Aghanim Scepter Night Stalker.
Yeah,
it's impossible for him.
I feel like he should probably go for like a full BKB next, but that might just be a little bit too all-in. He's queued up the Halberd, which is quite nice versus the CK, but it doesn't stop the Phantasms.
He's actually pinging, looking towards the bottom lane. So Nether Ward is down, they Decrepify and get a blast onto the tower. Creep Wave will now arrive, mid one will cop the next blast, and
the cop, look at the cast range, look at where he's standing. There's like no risk at the position where you're able to blast from when you get that level 20 plus 8 When the tower's down, then you're a little bit more risk because you're pushing up a bit more, but
this is why Team Secret initiated before, but you're on the bottom lane, it's not as a wide initiation area as when they push through the mid.
Daytime for 2 minutes, Immortals backs up.
Yeah, they don't have Darkness for another 72 seconds, so they can't even force it. And then Ace capitalizes on the opportunity to send a clone towards the top lane. And they actually smoke up themselves, Team Secret. Oh, you want to try and defend. There's no one really defending the bottom tower, so I wonder if Immortals will worry about this.
MP just broke the smoke mid. He blinked in and did he was trying to clear the creep wave, but unfortunately Yapso was inside that area. They do see him, and we'll probably see the next fight happen around this Roche.
Yeah, he is up.
Nighttime in about 1 minute and 50 seconds. If Secret can capitalize on the daytime.
He's got an Invis Rune and he's still got the gem. So they jump in. It's actually Team Secret. They're going to go into the pit.
DD Dragon Knight.
Immortals don't know about this. They don't have vision inside of Roshan. As you said, with that Dragon Knight having the double damage, this is going to happen a lot faster than Immortals would probably think it would. So Night Stalker,
they're pinging it. They know something's up now.
Yeah, they're coming in. Puck just TP'd in. Here comes your Orb Scout. Roshan down to 4.6k, and Team Secret, they back out of the pit, trigger the Shadow Blade on mid one, and they're looking for an opportunity.
Oh, they're not gonna have Dragon form now for the fight. It's going to be wearing out soon.
Maybe then you don't have the
They're
fight.
trying to just pick it. They're trying to just go for it right now.
They're looking for the QO.
Yep.
Charge
got the Doom on him.
That is nice. Remember, he's still got the heart, and that Shrine's available. If they can reach it, then Mortals will have a chance to fight. The curse is there, and space is getting created. And the counter curse is onto the partner, but the cold embrace from Dubu will protect him for a little bit. Ace is still there to bring in that magical damage, and under the Shrine, it's still not enough. Double buybacks on the way from Mortal. They want to win this fight while MP was picking up the back lines. Rubik is down for the count. Ace also caught in no man's land. So a bit of a quick breakout. It was just the illusion for the moment. The clone, the real one, is being chased down by the puck. Here comes your TP. Where's the disable? Where's the stun? It doesn't exist. But Immortals, with a buyback now, they have to claim Roshan to make this worth it.
Yeah, they 100% have to. Beautiful that time. Finally, Fada gets the doom of the century right there.
That range had to be at like maximum range.
And then, of course, Dubu with a beautiful curse, not only to shut down mid one's BKB doing the filtration, then Yapsor steals it, then Dubu throws a cold embrace on top of that initial curse. But overall, Secret coming out ahead in that one. Immortals having to spend heavy buybacks. At least they're able to claim the Aegis, but just look at the gold. That comeback from Secret is massive, and there's the Doom from maximum distance thanks to the charge from Puppey. And it's just it's a pretty great place for Secret to fight because of they're all stacked up, and that's where Ace just sits in the back lines, and with the Mjolnir and Lightning procs, it's more than enough damage to bring everybody down. But yeah, that curse from Yapso is absolutely beautiful on top of the Doom.
Yeah, it really did enable Ace just to go ham.
Yep, just sit in the back. That's all this hero needs to do, is you need those tanky frontliners or some kind of disable to just let you have that distance away from the fight.
So Immortals, like you're 45 minutes in, you have the Aegis Immortal in your hands, it's in the hands of the CK. How do you approach it this time? It hasn't worked the last times you've pushed into the Team Secret base. What do you change to be effective? Maybe not this, like losing Dubu in such a position. Or actually, maybe they don't. MP jumps in, double Dream Call. Initiation was there. Yapsor goes and tries to protect him, but just amplifies the damage of MP's Dagon. And the stun, Puppey, they keep pushing him down with the 4-star. A 3-second stun. But then again, you got the CK so far on the front lines. There's no buyback available from Yapsor. Puppey gets drained out by Ace. Aegis Immortal is burned, but there's the curse, slowing down the fight. Dubu trying to bail out. He cannot do so. Not enough life, not when Fada was that close to him. Now the 3-second stun, another Dagon kill. Buyback available for the Doombringer. So Team Secret can at least get back to a 3-man lineup, but that will be all they have for this unless mid one can find the perfect jump. It's not going to be the perfect jump. In fact, it's the worst jump. He just gets exploded. No buyback for the DK. What do you do here? The Doombringer and the Arc Warden, they are the ones that have to hold it, but Ace gets pulled in. Is the BKB doing the work, at least for his clone? The real one is back at base, but this looks like a double lane of racks that Immortals can now claim.
Having level 25 down QO, he can use the Reality Rift to pierce through that BKB to force them into disadvantageous position. So yeah, Immortals with that age, with that cheese.
3? Is this 3 lanes?
Mid one still can't come back. They can just shoot me. Yeah.
Oh god, that day!
Double dagging.
Woo! Bye, Absol! They'll feel this. They got the Doom off on the CK. That's nice. He doesn't actually have the Aegis Immortal anymore. So QO will fall as 2 minutes without the CK. The Gem and True Sight also lost. Is this again? Immortals not backing out in time. MP's come in. He wanted to try and grab the Gem. That won't quite work. Low on life, 140. Puppy coming in close, but he guesses poorly. Running up as opposed to down the lane.
I mean, this is the most typical Immortals game I've ever seen. Just going for kills. Who cares about the objective? Dive for those kills. Paying with their lives.
Did Team Secret just push now? You got a 90-second window without a CK.
They have to do something. I think they have to go for that mid. They know that there's no buyback.
Yep, he's got it on cooldown for 4 minutes on the CK.
Yeah, I think going mid's fine here. They might be able to actually get a Rex, but it's still pretty hard to defend into Immortals deep push and out spam.
Yeah.
With that puck and puck.
But you got crazy push that can arrive from the Arc Warden, so he can keep the side lanes at least pressured out for the moment.
Dubu's TP is on cooldown for 10 more seconds. And Splinter Blast is pretty nice to be able to push that back.
Mid one and Puppy are looking for an opening. The Shadow Blades, they're just holding in close out of vision of Immortals, hoping that someone will just come an inch too close. They're probably hoping more an MP. What? Hey! What? Control, Alt, Delete, Hero. Except he can't restart for 75 seconds. Now Dubu comes out, the curse is only on the clone. Puppy turning around, just staring at the clone, but Dubu, he's in trouble. The Nether Strike will pull him back out again, and now it's all really up to Ace to keep this pressure on. Without the DK, they don't have that fantastic push power, but they have the damage. Febby copying so much so quickly, they need to get a lane of racks. That's what they need to bounce it out, but in 20 seconds time, the CK is back to the world of the living, and Team Secret, just how far can you force it? Febby is hovering around, you got the movement speed on Fada, and here comes MP, looking to force the fight. 8 seconds till the return of CK. Febby in the middle of it all, but the Dream Call controlling up Team Secret. They've already found 1 kill. It's on to Fada. He's down for a very long time. Ace still alive and kicking for the moment, but with the return of CK, QO comes in. He TP's on top of the shrine, and now he'll start ripping apart the Mad Cow, who just madly charges back to the safety of base, but MP too quick with the Yule Scepter, cutting off the retreat. Dagon's down the Mad Cow, and the disease has been removed. Arc Warden, though, still cancerous inside the base defending.
I'm still speechless how fast mid one just bursted. He just got double dagged in the beginning of all of that. The Dagon's heavily paying off, though, having both of those. Even though they have BKBs, if they don't get it off, they just get insta-bursted from full. Literal 2200 damage.
It's like the second he gets bailed, and Crab is like, okay, well, I'm done.
QO walking up into the high ground, getting stun up, comboed, got Phantasm though.
That's a lot of drain, and now mid one, the damage! All that Dragon Blood armor and regeneration
Ace
counting for nothing, and a 4-second stun on Ace. That could be the game right there. Ace will buy back. Yapsaw trying to buy some time with a Ghost, but once again, all it does is amplify MP's power. 4 heroes down, none of them have buyback. Megas will be granted to Immortals, and it looks like game 1 of this series will come along with it. The curse perfectly onto Ace. They'll finish the job here, Immortals. Team Secret pushing up the daisies. GG. That was crazy. There's 73 kills in this game. Immortals are the most bloodthirsty team I've ever seen. Props to them, though, giving everyone a lot of entertainment with the double daggons, with really nice little intricate plays coming out from like Dubu in particular with the golden braces. Kiwo getting very farmed, but Secret definitely falling quite
or worse, I think you won't get burned out because it's just practice. Like, you don't get burnt out if you're bad. You just need more practice, right?
You need to improve.
So if we just eliminate those teams, then we're talking about the tier 1 and tier 2 teams. And if you're
but they
good,
can be picky.
they can be picky, right? Because the majors are worth 5 times the points. So we have 1,500 for the majors and 300 for the minors. So if you're really burnt out, you could just attend 1 major, win that, and the amount of points that will be available will be equal to 5 minors. So if you're good enough, you won't get burnt out. But
Okay, good point.
what about you, Andrew?
Our draft is underway, so hold those thoughts. We'll get a chance to dip into that. In fact, no, go ahead. I mean, the draft's in the early stage and there's only a couple of men, so yeah, that's fine. What are your thoughts on the burnout issue?
I think I prefer that teams actually pick. It's up to you which event do you want, and like Ben mentioned, you try to focus on the majors. But then again, there are a lot of like new, even though not tier 2 teams, but the newer tier 1 teams, they still want practice as 5 players. They want as much as they can. They try to attend as much as possible, but you try not to attend too much. It's definitely gonna be bad for you.
Do you think
enough.
Do you think the issue isn't as much as attending lots of events? It's also the fact you've got to qualify for a lot of these events as well, because that hasn't really been talked about too much. But the last month or so, I've watched so much Dota, and sometimes I'm actually like, what's this qualifying for? I'm watching now. I thought they'd already qualified. There's so much on there. Anyway, we'll talk about these discussions a little bit later on, and plenty of them to come. Do keep those questions coming. We're into our draft for game number 2. There have been a few bans so far. What do you make of that, Ben?
Did we see the Westband game number 1?
Yeah.
The puck was huge. I really do want to stress how big the puck was. Like, and you like normally you pick a mid laner, like I'm worried about him a little bit, but puck also had that 420 GPM talent for it. Killed really well. Worked well with the puck now.
So are they gonna pick them? That's the question. After what happened first game?
Radiant team pick.
In games.
So they stick to what worked for them, Pugna?
Yep. And it was a good Pugna, wasn't it? MVP for performance. For game number 1.
Oh, they switched things up. Go for the Wyvern. Okay, why though? Like I was kind of expecting the Pugna. But it was much more solid. It could actually be because they are I think this makes sense. They are actually expecting a Chen, and then Night Stalker is not good against Chen. So you want heroes that have a lot of wave clear, and Wyvern actually has that wave clear against Chen.
That's very smart.
Yeah, that actually might be the top one.
Next level stuff.
So Secret actually gets the Chen right now with the Earth Spirit, so they're gonna have a lot of like early game roam, pressuring mid. Debot Immortals to try and counteract this. We've seen teams like they go for Prophet, Spirit Breaker. Prophet probably not so possible here because they're gonna very likely run the Pugna as a off-laner position. Because basically the idea of picking Prophet against an aggressive team that ganks mid a lot is you can actually help your mid laner with the TP in. And Spirit Breaker, of course, you charge in as well. Your play is centered around helping the mid lane.
Radiant team ban.
So they take out the Bat Rider. Bat Rider is a hero that's very good against Pugna, because in the last game you wanna, if you're Secret, you wanna isolate the Pugna first, but they couldn't. And Bat Rider is the kind of hero that can. The other one that could do it is Clockwork, but I don't think Secret will pick that now. Those are two of the probably the best heroes, which are all banned out as well. And Secret takes out the Lifestealer.
One of the best anti-gen heroes,
yeah,
but not.
I guess so, but it's
not great for CS.
It's okay. I guess you can dies to ES, but most of the carries will have, you would want to build a BK. They ban out the Prophet, so they are really worried about this. You know, like I mentioned, the Earth Spirit Chan ganking mid and Prophet TPing in, so the mid tower drops. Secret is building a draft around the mid lane now. They're gonna focus a lot of play.
10 seconds remaining.
Good start, and obviously putting enough pressure that will allow the other lanes to. So they finally take out the Night Stalker. Still really worried about that. What happened first game? So it seems like Immortals are gonna be heading to a direction where They're gonna have heroes that deal with Chen well. Like carries that deal with Chen well is like Mirana. Mirana is still in the
10
pool.
seconds
Lynx
remaining.
too.
Yeah. I kind of like Mirana a bit more because Mirana's stronger early. It's harder for the Chen to gank you. Kings dies to the Chen early, so that's the Spirit Breaker. So
Yep,
like I
Immortals
thought,
taking that away.
they're gonna play around the mid a lot. A lot of action is gonna be in the mid. Keep your cameras on there. So where Secret sees that SB lineup,
10
SB
seconds
pick up by
remaining.
Immortals, they'll have to probably try and pick up Fata,
5
a hero that's
seconds
very
remaining.
strong in the lane, so they can actually, once the fight happens in mid lane, everyone is in mid, 6 heroes mid, the off laner can actually hold his lane and pressure the cap. Doom actually still fits the criteria, but I'm not sure if they want to go back for that right now.
Wasn't the most convincing performance
Yeah.
from Fada this time round, was it?
Played a lot of Puck. He played one game of Underlord
Yep.
at Starladder. I mean, it's a hero that I would say fits him. It holds his lane. It's a pretty good hero that farms well, like offlaner that scales.
Yep. He's played 9 different heroes since he joined Secret, amongst them Prophet,
Radiant
Puck,
team
Doom,
pick.
Pugna, Necro,
In the
LC,
spirit.
Enchantress,
Bat
Queen of Pain,
Rider, yeah.
Queen of Pain, Bat Rider, and Underlord. Yeah.
So they go for Ember Spirit, one classics of probably his best hero.
Yeah.
It's really good against like a Spirit Breaker. Very hard for Spirit Breaker to gank him because of the chains.
10 seconds remaining.
I think just overall good with their heroes. They have good
5
team fight
seconds
and Chen
remaining.
with the push right now. And it's also at the point where the third pick is usually you want to pick a hero that doesn't really reveal too much before you get information, because you want the enemy to pick another hero so that you can actually plan your draft ahead. So you pick the hero that is least important in your draft so that you allow other roles that you are planning to counter pick the enemy. Like this pick is really difficult for Secret, pick the Ember right out. Usually you see teams like just go for the offlaner, solid offlaner. But it seems like they have other ideas for Fata now and saving his hero for later.
So what do Immortals want to go with now? Deal with this Ember? And deal with Chen?
They don't have good lockdown for Ember. I think
Secrets
they probably
turn
start from there. Heroes are not good against Ember. Okay, this hero is okay. And he fights very well. Because if you think about what the game is gonna how the game is gonna pan out right now, is there's gonna be a lot of fighting in the mid. So when there's a lot of fighting, heroes are low HP, Bloodseeker will be strong in the lane, gets a lot of
10
damage.
seconds
Who
remaining.
takes that Bloodseeker, do you think? Because they both played it, haven't they? MP and QO.
Not sure though.
5 seconds
Do you know if
remaining.
QO plays the hero exclusive right now, or do they still switch around?
I think they would switch.
Yeah. It's both of their 3rd most played.
Fits both
Under
of them
this
very
patch.
well.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
think I would put him on the safe lane this game. I wouldn't want a Bloodseeker to be mid because there's gonna be a lot of fights happen. I don't want my Bloodseeker to be pressured.
You just want to be a one-on-one. He's
Yeah.
great in one-on-one.
So I would
That's
actually
what's-
put him on the safe lane. So I guess QO probably, judging by what happened the last game. I mean, obviously it could still change, you know.
Yep.
They can swap it around. Saying what's more
Well,
likely to happen.
The Pugna's also a flex pick for them as well. 3 different players play it. Pebby's played it.
Not a fan of a position 5.
No.
Or a position 4 partner.
No, but just, you know, just throwing that out there.
I mean,
It's another flex
Liquid-
pick.
Liquid did it though at Starladder, but I wasn't too big. They won, but I wasn't too big
Yeah,
of a fan
yeah.
of support partner. I think the hero needs farm.
There's still Brood.
Yeah.
Brood, maybe not the best for Spirit Breaker, but I think he is a super easy.
Oh, so that's the Fata hero right there. So
Yep.
it's gonna be very strong lanes right now for them. The miss is gonna be really good against the Bloodseeker in the lane. And it's gonna allow for Chen to gank his lane as well. So because Brew
10
itself, you have a
seconds
slow to initiate. So if the Chen comes in from the side with a creep, you can start with a slow and Chen
5
runs in.
seconds
Easy
remaining.
kill. And it gives you like good team fight. And it's a hero that can actually, in the team fights, you disable the poke now because you cyclone him, you tornado him up, and not going to be able to do much in the fights. And you can use your Dispel for the decrep, so it's also really good. I think in general it's a good pick against what Immortals.
And they don't have any ways to really prevent his ultimate. It's a big
Silence,
problem.
I guess you charge in,
Secrets
you
turn
land the
to
charge or
death.
the nether strike, and then you have the silence one. But
That
not that
sounds
not that
so
reliable.
far-fetched,
But possible.
but possible. Maybe like Winter's Curse and a Bloodseeker Silence. That
Yeah.
doesn't sound that bad.
That's very possible. So they do remove out the Brood. about that annoying hero, even though Secret does not have the last pick here.
5 seconds remaining.
Not sure what's best for Ace here though. He plays a lot of variety heroes, but nothing like feels that it stands out a lot here for me. They're gonna have to pick a hero that's gonna fight very well. And he's also good against Bloodseeker, because a lot of carry heroes don't really like to go up against Bloodseeker.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah,
It's
actually,
one of the weird ones that he likes.
it's actually quite good.
yeah.
Lone Trade is actually quite
5
good.
seconds remaining.
So he's also a Weaver picker.
Yeah, but Weaver's not good against
Struggles a lot.
Yeah, Seeker and Bar.
I mean, his top 5 right now are Brood, Venno, TB, AM, and Weaver.
A lot of those are bad against Bloodseeker.
Yep. So he's going to have to go outside his comfort zone with something Husker.
Meepo is also not good here because of Wyvern. Okay.
Hello.
Paul!
Hello.
Paul!
Wow.
But is
What do you
Husker actually
Not-
that good against Bloodseeker?
Yeah.
And Wyvern, we talked about in the last series how
Select your heroes.
how Infamous probably wanted to pick Huskar, but instead they picked a Razor because
So it's gonna be a Core Wyvern and Bounty is gonna annoy the Chen, follow him around. I don't know, man. I don't know who to side here.
And MP's gone with the Pugner.
I think I'm gonna just say Immortals. I don't know about the Husker.
Yeah, MP's gone with the Pugner, by the way.
I also don't
Really?
know. I just don't think it's that great here. They have
The
Good
rest of the heroes are okay.
the rest of the heroes are pretty good.
So we've done it the same thing again, haven't we?
Yeah.
Up to the 5th pick.
Yeah.
It all
The
looked
last
fine,
game they
and
went
then
Arc Warden and
They
we
did.
Were,
Yeah.
We were like,
yeah, and it was okay.
But they lost the last
10
game.
seconds
passable.
remaining.
I'll go with
Yeah.
Immortals too.
Yeah.
We're both on the Immortals
Really?
train.
5
Okay.
seconds remaining.
What? I'm just. All right, fine. So you're both Immortals. You're always immortal.
In
my
Huskar, we do
anyway.
not trust.
They just don't trust the Huskar pick. What can we say? Okay. Predictions are done. Both of them have gone for Immortals. Time to find out who our luggage-ridden duo in the commentary box want to go for. Are they on the same train? Let's find out as we head back to Fogged and Toby 1.
It is really hard not to be on the Immortals train. I'm leaning with the boys on the panel. La Huskar? Question mark.
It's an Ace Huskar though. We said disgusting heroes.
Yeah, that is true. This is a level of disgusting, but
There's a Blood Rage Pugner.
there's a Blood Rage Pugner, and there's a max movement speed probably all the time. Odds you're playing like against Bloodseeker with a Huskar who always likes to sit low on life to do damage.
Yeah.
So he's always going to be buffed in the fights. Like, how is this meant to work for you? And you're
Wyvern-
running it without a dazzle. You're
Yeah,
running
there's
it
no
without that
save.
early pressure.
The only save is really the Chen coming into play here. And Wyvern overall versus Huskar is pretty good. Sure, Cold Embrace blocks the damage and not the Burning Spears, but the Arctic Burn is very obnoxious for a Huskar.
He gets kited. Puppy's Hand of God is going to be like on cooldown almost all the time. You at least do have some nice dispels. That's what the Brewmaster is
Whoa.
able to offer.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's a core bounty hunter.
It is actually called Bounty. We were saying
We thought
it was
they were
probably
going
going
to
to be
swap.
switched.
We thought it was going to be core Wyvern and the bounty was going to swap up, but
This is a PMS Tango Bounty Hunter on the offlane.
so mid Bloodseekers. Okay, maybe I change up. Maybe I do go for the Huskar if it's a core bounty. That I am not a fan of core bounty hunter.
It's maybe it's just
30
space
seconds
creation
to
after
go.
like you get the track early on. Okay, if there's any team which you'd probably want to back to run a bounty hunter successfully, it's got to be Immortals, right? Like the team that
gets
fights
kills,
all the
yeah.
time. Like if you get kill after kill after kill, if this lineup, which it looks like, is just completely designed for fighting and Team Secret to die, then this could really work. But he needs the space.
Are they going to like aggro tri-lane with the bounty or something? Leave the Pugna alone? I don't know. I'm not crazy about bounty core. And it looks like a pretty nice Ember game for mid one. There's not a crazy amount of lockdown on Immortal, so I think mid one, if anything, can go out of control this game. Maybe we're over staring at the Huskar just because the last pick Huskar. We're like Huskar. It's
like-
a Huskar lineup. Usually when you see Huskar, it's really about the Huskar. But yeah, mid one's got a nice game to be honest. There's like no lockdown for him. See if he's able to make anything of it. But yeah,
Team
they are
Secret-
going to go aggro.
Team Secret might be a little bit annoyed about this. So they're going aggro, but they didn't kill off the Observer Ward. So Team Secret planted down the sentry, but the Observer Ward's out of range of the sentry, and it blocks up the camp too. So Team Secret don't have the pull for their safe lane, and they're going to get aggro tri-lane. So mid 1 and QO can battle up in the mid, but Dubu and Febby, they're hunting for blood. Smoke will break, they know Yapsor's up in the tree line, and once again, they go for a kill, but this time Immortals won't claim it. Yapsor rolling boulders away.
Yep, Dubu goes mid now. He's going to throw the harassment onto mid 1. Gets the opportunity to, and now Puppey has spotted. You have a secondary sentry on piece.
But they don't want to commit that to there. Like it's allowing Bounty Hunter a little bit more freedom in the lane, and yeah, they actually throw the sentry in the lane. So they decide to let the camp stable up.
They need to prioritize Ace getting farm. They can't just let this Bounty Hunter get a free lane pretty much. He's gonna. I mean, now it's gonna be.
There's a charge coming to mid. Mid 1 kind of knows he needs to back up. Thanks to the Dire Observer Ward that got placed, they can see this rotation.
Always good. Having River Wards versus Spirit Breaker is very important.
Look at the priority as well from Puppey. He wants to make sure that Forev can't stay close and get experience.
Yep.
So the Hellbear is just trying to create more space. What about our other lane? The one lane we haven't really talked about. MP versus Sparta on bottom lane. The Brew versus the Pugna.
Pugna favored, but the great thing is that Drunken Haze is a ridiculous ability. 25 mana cost, and you get a 70% slow. However, Pugna has Blast. So you should be able to force Spot out of lane eventually because of that. You should be able to out-regen him a decent amount with the Orb of Venom harassment as well. I'd say it's a Pugna favorite matchup, but Brewmaster should be able to farm decently the first couple of waves until levels start adding up. And with rotations from Yapsor, that completely they can change things up. Then they can go for dives onto the Pugna and kill him. Those levels of clap. See Yapsor already making his way down.
Yeah, they were trading runes, so Febby took Dire side and Yapsor took Radiant side runes on the eastern side of the map. And now Yapsor rolling boulder forward, looking for a hit onto MP. It's still a level 1 Earth Spirit, and just shy of level 2 Spirit Breaker, so he doesn't have Bash available, but Nether Blast level 2 with the Crepify. You can get the Crepify up, rolling boulder away. Yapsor, the attack!
It's not enough.
From Pugna. Yeah, it won't be enough, but you got a very buffed up Bloodseeker, and mid 1's not going to enjoy this. That's both heroes on the off lane of Team Secret low.
Courier! Puppey's trying. Oh, he almost got the courier with the Centaur.
Not going to happen. They'll turn around now.
Yeah, all you want to do with the Bloodseeker on your lineup is do that harassment. The panel kind of mentions force damage and all the lanes possible. The Decrypt almost might have been enough damage to actually kill Yapsor, but having him low is just tanky anyway.
It's making mid 1 very scared. It's 12-2 against 24-8 in this mid. So QO really just shredding this mid lane, and the roaming supports like Chen, Puppey is still having to focus on making sure that Forev isn't able to just farm whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah, and Dubu's been sitting mid. Mid 1 actually might just get dove out right now.
Yeah, this may be the first blood. He's got no way out. This one, a quick searing chain for Dubu. Splitter Blast, it doesn't bounce up to mid 1, but it won't matter. Kyo is more than buffed enough, and Ember Spirit falls in the mid.
Heavy physical damage versus Ember Spirit is downfall in the laning phase. They're able to take advantage of that with clean rotations from Dubu. Actually, Dubu's looking basically laning in the mid lane.
They're trying to help out. The Wild Wing comes in. There's a nice Observer Ward as well down from Immortals, so they know how far they can push this, and also flag 2 when Puppey wants to rotate into the mid lane. A little bit more problematic for him. QO now has phase boots too, so movement speed increased again.
I think he just has to jungle on Ember Spirit entirely now. I don't think he can lane mid versus stupid.
So what do you do? Like, who can you send mid? It's not like you can just have Yapsor sit there. He needs to rotate and help the lanes.
It's awkward. I think mid 1 just has to wait till it goes under his tower to farm. Hope to God he has vision of wherever Bloodseeker and Wyvern come in. Yapsor bottom gets the connection onto MP. They get the clap as well.
He's got
a lot of stick charges though.
Yeah, a lot of 1 charges available. He's got the blaster belt up too, but Yapsor as well as Sparta, more than enough damage with the double damage.
Yeah, the DD was clutch there.
Yep. SP's going to be charging top, so Dubu has moved up towards Ace. He doesn't have level 6, there's no jump away. Triggers his level 1 into Vitality, and now the physical damage has to do the work against Ace. Forev starts his TP back, that's 7 points of Burning Spears, and the TP won't complete. But it's still the safe laner. Going down, Huskar dead, so no experience for him for that kill.
That'll be concerning though that the Huskar only has 29 last hits. That top lane.
His net worth is 500 behind, or 600 behind that of the Bloodseeker.
Which makes sense though, it's a mid lane. It's a mid lane Bloodseeker who got first blood as well. Mid lane has more creeps as well.
got more than the Pugna there.
Yeah, it's concerning that he dies right away when he has that type of advantage. There's no way that they can really help him with the Chen and the Earth Spirit at this time. It's pretty much strictly up to YapzOr to get those counter ganks. They're looking to try to go on QO here when he uses Blood Rage.
But again, that Observer Ward, it sees too much.
Yeah, it sees everything.
Yep, so what do you even do here as Team Secret? Even if you want to smoke up, you're not exactly certain where the vision's going to be, so mid one initiated on YapzOr and Puppey. They're actually watching this mid lane, and they still can't stop it. The Rupture is on Puppey. That's a level 3 Chen with nowhere to really survive. Rocks or not, Febby will charge in as only on one of the creeps, not on a hero. So 2 heroes lost for Team Secret. Meanwhile, on bottom lane, MP is sucking Fada dry. He'll TP out the Nether Blast. He'll connect.
Oh, Raindrop save.
Yep.
Raindrop initially saved him from the first blast and then the secondary blast as well, so acceptable there. But, I mean, QO is snowballing pretty out of control in this mid lane.
God, Febby's a dick. Takes the haste rune, takes the bounty rune. Mid one just can't catch a break at all.
Forev is the offlane bounty, level 4. He's not finding a whole lot of last hits or anything, but all he really needs to do is get level 6 and start throwing those tracks for the Bloodseeker to go crazy.
Yeah. This feels like that sack lane, right? Like you just accept the fact this is gonna work. It's almost the same as like a support bounty hunter, even though he is in the 3 role.
Look at mid one's life. Dubu and Febby. They know he's going to go back toward that mid lane now soon. They're probably going to ward behind the tower and get ready for a setup on the mid gank as this Ember Spirit comes back in.
There's pressure applied to bottom lane too as to give Fada like pause for concern. Yeah. Like he's going to hit level 6 now. The creep wave comes onto the tower, but it's still heavy danger zone. And Febby
die here.
Yeah, he's.
Oh, they cancel. Okay. It's a little bit too far. There's no Ember Spirit on the map. They don't want to get counter ganked. That's the way that they fall back behind. TP was still on cooldown, but they don't know that.
No, you probably don't even care anyway, right? Like as long as you can get MP in range of the tower, he's still going to bring it down.
Yeah.
Both the mid as well as the bot tower for Team Secret licking wounds.
And that's what the Chen looks too. So the early game is extremely to not lose their tower, so they don't invade it on soon. But now Ace is online on that Huskar at least in the armlet factor. You still need a little bit more because you want to get higher levels in that Berserker Blood, since it's not really a great match early on. Puppey at least finds a D ward, well aware that that was there, and as mentioned, Immortals did put that mid ward behind the tower so they can try to go for those dives and take the tower.
Yeah, Puppey probably felt very happy the fact he got rid of that absorb. Just to not really restrict the vision. Again, the ward game of Immortals on point, just like game 1.
They really understand like the comeback mechanic for a team. So that you know the Ember Spirit's gonna go jungle, they put one ward on the side there, and you know that you want to take that mid tower early on, so that will work. And now they can give Febby the mid lane to soak some experience, and QO can rotate the heroes very fast right now. Are of course sitting low. It's also the beauty of having Bloodseeker versus Huskar is Huskar tends to be sitting at low HP throughout majority stages of the game.
Yep.
Phase dropped on QO. Very different kind of build coming.
This is that early aggression, and they're going to try and fight up on top lane. So Rupture is available. The second Ace gets hit by that, then this fight is over. But they don't see him just yet, but QO moves up. Now they see him. He actually waits out, doesn't use the Rupture straight off. And now he does. Ace being charged forward. Mid one's going to arrive, but there's not a lot he can really do. The Cold Embrace is on QO. Mid one looking at that burn damage from his Flame Guard. And now in comes Febby. Doesn't actually get a bit of a chain bash onto mid one, who'll Ember Spirit himself back over to where Puppey is farming. So a 1-for-1 trade-off on the top lane, but it's great for mid one. That's some good catch-up money and experience.
Yeah, very nice.
But you're still going to lose your tier 1 tower.
Yeah, that's the only problem. That they're not going to gain any real objective outfit from Secret. And that's their safe laner dying again.
They're smoking. The Team Secret in the bottom river.
So much pure damage coming out from Bloodseeker, both the Blood Rite as well as the Rupture.
Are they trying to catch the retreating heroes? Dubu's already moving back out, and does he not close enough to Puppey? He'll be close up to YapzOr, so he'll break the smoke on YapzOr. A quick kick silence, charge coming into YapzOr. That Spirit Break is going to go straight through the Chen. Maybe not when YapzOr just rolling boulders forward, and Dubu caught on the cliffside. He's got Splinter Blast available, throws it out. The damage is high into YapzOr. Perev dust up for the moment, but they take the Spirit Breaker out of the fight. Thanks to Fada with this Chaos effect. Ember Spirit dies in the meantime as well. They're looking for another target, and the charge forward will actually grant it for Febby. The Brewmaster Split wearing off in a fraction of a second, and that Earth Brewing. Fada actually left it there in the middle of of the Immortal lineup. They're dropping like flies here. Team Secret. Fada will fall to MP's Nether Blast. And Immortals. Fantastic moment for them. This is momentum. And this is Bounty Hunter having level 6 during that fight.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Synergy with Secret's lineup. To be able to use the Huskar, and they pick the Huskar into Bloodseeker, so he's always low, so Bloodseeker's always just zooming around the map at 450 movement speed. We see mid one just dies, and so I think we're gonna get a cleanup kill though on MP here. So that's quite nice. Big chunk of gold every time they get kills on Secret, but they're not able to really play like their Chen Huskar kind of. They want to be able to group up around the Husk with the Chen creeps, but unable to at this point in time.
Huskar's about to fight bottom. He triggers the Vitality, he's looking for the jump onto Febby, and now Arctic Burn Dubu just backs it out.
That was the first split usage by Secret too, the big team fight ability that they do have. Immortals just steamroll from
top lane, mid one, he's ruptured for the moment. BT's just got delivered. Oh wait, he'll cancel it. He's got bottle charges, so he spirits forward, looks for the kill onto QO. Now the rupture is down, mid one feels like he's got more strength, but this bottom lane is just waiting for an attack. Rev will find a different target. It's going to be Puppy over in the tree lines. And with level 4 Shuriken Toss, the damage is so high. He wants that kill while bottom lane's been initiated on. The curse is on Ace. For Rev, he wants to finish the job, but now the fighter is here. He won't really get it. And both lanes, well, it will actually be the mid. Puppy will die. For Rev will be able to reach him with that last toss to get the kill.
This is a farmed bounty hunter. This offlane bounty's going ham. He's 4-1-4. Getting involved in everything. He's got drums up as well now if he wants to.
Ooh, here they go. In deep, and Febby. Oh, he charges away when you jump in. Puppy will see him leave, but there's not much he can do about it.
Is under attack.
They're just unable to match this aggression from Immortals at this time. They don't have level 6 on YapzOr either, right? Yeah, he's still level 5, 12 minutes in. He's really suffering.
Oh, Dire just scanned. But they scan looking for MP's rotations. This is why mid one's now jumped into Spirit. But you've got Rupture up. They'll Decrepify. They'll Drain. A Spirit jump. He's just got enough distance on it where he's not really going to get hurt just yet until the Decrepify will connect. A charge coming in. Spirit Breaker will arrive. The Rupture's almost killed him off. But it's the buffed up Bloodseeker. That high movement speed. And it's all because Ace is on basically no life whatsoever. They're stunning on QO, but he is still living through all of this, running away while Team Secret die. You've got the track on the Fada with the Brewmaster split down. Febby just jumps in, gives him the stun. Fada will try and survive, but Decrepify, TP begins. Where's your stun? There it is. Dubu brings the curse to bear, and Fada wants to run out of the Blood Right, so at least he doesn't take the damage from that. Denying himself is the only way out here. MP will not allow it. Fada will die to him. And this is now becoming the easiest game for Immortals.
It really is a disaster. The only thing that Secret can really do to come back is
Puppy's dead.
Take fights around the Magnetize with their Spirit, and yeah, Puppy getting stalked.
It's the fact that Forever's here as well. That's a level 4 Shuriken Toss available. You don't even have Nether Strike, but it's not required. Everyone's getting money from all of these kills. 7k advantage now for Immortals.
How do they fight into Immortals lineup? This Pugna and Winter Wyvern cavern that they opened with from Immortals, it seems to be just way too much to just walk into. It's too much damage.
Mid one again.
QO's just throwing ruptures.
Yeah,
it's off cooldown.
He's almost got BKB. Like, you want full eye, like, fighting from QO now with, like, BKB. Where's that damage that you can inflict on the Bloodseeker?
Very minimal on the side of Secret. Pretty much only physicals coming up from Huskar. His damage early on is mostly from burning spears. He's actually prioritizing leveling the inner vitality over Berserker Blood.
Maybe he's trying to keep his life up, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of a Huskar.
That's the bizarre thing. That's why the panel, why we were all kind of curious of them picking it into a Bloodseeker.
Yep. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
It's just very hard to play. So that's the reason. Secret just off to a very tough start. YapzOr.
Mid one.
We rarely see these kind of performances from him. To get involved.
Penitence onto Dubu, but when that curse is on mid one, doesn't have a lot to work with. They're sending mid one back, and rightly so. The Spirit Breaker charges forward, so there'll be the stun, but the Chen Senback will do its work. But so does the Splinter Blast. Puppy copping way too much damage to stay alive.
Oh, they kill all the creeps too.
They're going to kill mid. Forever triggers drop charges? No, I thought MP was going to dive on that. They're going to take the tower anyway, so I suppose they are killing something. This is Immortals who are finding kills, but also taking objectives. The difference between Game 1 and Game 2.
They're just massive, though. They have top 3 net worth. The The Bounty Hunter, the Pugna, and the Bloodseeker are all just absolute cruising, building toward Roche potential later on with the Solar Crest going to be coming up in 4. So they're actually pinging out already. They have Blood Rage, they have Medallion. Starting to pressure.
When your Brewmaster has less net worth than the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
Life is hard.
3, 0, and 8 on Febby, finding all the perfect charge connections. But mostly just the damage that they're able to put out, so QO can just go berserk in these fights. And Secret can't walk into this wide recovery. Like, they just can't. They can't get like the group together for Secret. Secret wants to be able to have a 5-man unit to kind of go into a fight with Brewmaster or with Huskar. But they're just getting ran at by Immortals. This is just Immortals trying to do what they do and having a very strong start.
Yep. So Aegis the Immortal onto QO. They're going to back up Shrine, then look for another fight. And Team Secret, God, they got to wish they had some level of money. Like, Arcane Boots is a struggle for Fada to buy, and you'll be able to buy them now, but you're 16.5 minutes in for that extra mana pull. Rupture on top lane, mid one again. Gonna slide a fist, jump away.
He's just forcing them back every single time they're split pushing. I mean, the key is really going to be YapzOr and Fada to try to make some miraculous stuff happen in the fights with Magnetize.
Secret are coming to fight. They're going to double damage on Ace.
But Immortals is all around.
Here's the rolling boulder forward. They're going to get the stun kick onto MP, but the curse! Dubu's there at the right place, and Earth Spirit has a double damage Huskar that just ripped apart his own teammate. Ace is getting drained down. No way he can really survive this, but at least he can bring Forev down with him. The Burning Spears go to work. But then again, so does QO. They want to keep that Earth Ruling alive, which you know who's coming back into it. It's the Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster to the tree lines. The stun's available. It's the Yule Scepter on MP. Fada, no way to escape this. Locked in the trees, and Immortals giving him a big brew hug.
Very good itemization, right? See there. I was going to say, I hope that they build a Yule Scepter to use the Spirit Breaker and Shuriken.
Does he actually have?
Yeah, he's okay.
Yeah, I'm like, he's got to have a defensive spirit.
Febby itemizing toward a pipe as well now, so negating all the damage that Secret will have whenever they do.
Here's that initiation. I wonder if this also reeks a little bit of desperation from Secret, knowing they need a kill, they need a pick off.
I do think so. Like, look at the map. Just look at the mini map. They've got no control of this game whatsoever.
They did, however, get 654 gold for that kill onto Forev. The Bounty Hunter is worth that much. So you got money into the Huskar, which will allow him to finish up the Halberd at least. So that's an upside.
They're just such a massive deficit. I don't even know what Halberd does. There's not even that durable on the Huskar with the only 3 points in Berserker Blood. He still takes so much magical damage. It's not only a 10,000 gold lead, it's a 7,500 experience lead for Immortals as well. And it's only 18 minutes in. It's just going to get more and more painful. Now, they're already starting to threaten with Blood Rage plus Pugna Blast on the line.
All out of towers, killed by 80.5 minutes. MP has the lens as well as his Yule, so he's got all the mana in the world. He's actually going to get the kill on Brewmaster. Fada will fall. YapzOr's going down as well. QO is perfectly buffed. Puppey will walk in. They may even just call this right now. There's no way to really repel Immortals. It's 19 minutes into the game, and Team Secret are basically like lambs to the slaughter here. Immortals, they own this game. They own Team Secret.
Yeah, this is an absolute wonder. It's just sitting on the back, draining with Blood Rage. They're going to continue to blast.
Oh, Febby. He's going to cancel the Nether Strike. That's actually a big change for Rev and QO. Really low. Fada. Oh, he started the split, but got cursed up. Ace almost killed him, and he will die the Splinter Blast as well as Febby charging through. Oh boy.
They got QO.
They did get QO. Febby will fall directly after. Team Secret, this is really happening again, just like game one. Team Secret defending the high ground. They brought down the big problem maker. Forever still there fighting, but MP, the second problem maker. Finding the kill onto YapzOr, hunting in the tree lines. Ace will move over. Life breaks available, jumping down to MP, begins his TP with the Crepifying Huskar. No way to attack into him. So Team Secret, this is almost a carbon copy. They lose the tier 3 tower, but they defend the racks.
They've got a much higher gold advantage this time. And the thing is that Immortals kind of stuck on the high ground, and they're playing versus like a bunch of level like 6 and 7 heroes that respawn fast.
The advantage of having your base pushed 20 minutes in.
Do I see everybody queuing up a Blade Mail? I see a lot of heroes on the side of Immortals queuing up Blade Mail, but here we do see the fight, yeah. Looking for Fada. unable to do anything. YapzOr gets a decent initiation, but it's just at this point still a little bit too late, and Immortals going to continue the train running it.
Yeah, wise there from Immortals, this time learning from their mistake. Don't fight underneath the enemy shrine.
Yeah.
Especially when mid one has a perfect control against your initiator.
You can feel the desperation though from Secret. Blink on mid one before he has anything. Bots into Blink. He doesn't have Veil, he doesn't have any other type of build. He's getting gone on right away.
Yeah.
They're gonna try for the charge silence combo.
Do they have it? No, straight to Nether Strike. Quick slide of fist into the trees, mid one. You'll be fine for the moment. Fada is the man who's running away.
They're just drawing the lines. Look at that. Dubu says push mid, push top. Don't let Secret out of their base, pretty much.
Watching Ace trying to hold this perfect limit where he tries not to buff up Q.
I mean, he buffs him up anyway. It's 465 movement speed. Bloodseeker already gonna have Radiance very soon too. They can wait if they want to, but knowing Immortals, they're gonna running at the buildings, continuing to try to force Secret back at all times.
Yeah, there's two shrines to kill, and Roshan will be up in 2.5 minutes.
They'll do that though. Okay.
Yeah, find kills outside the base if you can within that 2.5 minutes. Then establish vision control. As long as there's no shrines for Team Secret to jump in behind, it's not like you can have shenanigans from Vada. I'm thinking maybe that's the only way you can approach this, where Team Secret have to loop around and a TP to a shrine with a blinking clap to split from Vada. That'll work. This, however, will make life a little bit harder. It's just Febby versus mid one. I suppose he does have Wild Wings helping him out.
Fine, yeah. But yeah. Febby's no fear versus an Ember Spirit at this moment in time. Pipe, 1800 HP. Big series. Yeah, I'm sort of getting caught. Oh! The Dagon plus the Nethercore.
Yeah, that hurts. Mid one's careful how many abilities you're going to use. The Hand of God's committed forever so low. The clap from Vada. That will find the kill. Puppey, a little bit of trouble as Febby has initiated in. They got a little bit of help further to the north, and that's the Pugner who's in the neighborhood. A quick little storm brewing will send him up into the air, and now he'll hit the deck, follow the stuns, controlling up MP. They need to hold him there while the backlines. Puppey caught out by the Spirit Breaker. You've got the curse at least, but MP has fallen. Mid one will find that one. Here goes your curse, just holding the Brewmaster in position, and you are right. On bottom lane, that's exactly what QO is doing, taking a tier 3 tower, but really, is the cost going to be good enough? QO at least jumps away under the cover of BKB, backing off from Huskar, who's ruptured, and Huskar knows he cannot keep this chase going, but they need this kill. The kick is perfect. Fada again with the clap. Much needed kills. Really good money arriving from him. And Immortals. Kill after kill is happening. Mid one wants a trigger off the shrine. Is he baiting them in with low line underneath the shrine? He was probably just waiting for YapzOr so he can get some mana, but now Febby has moved in deep. The cold embrace is there, so Febby secured for the moment, but Ace to the front lines, the charge forward. Febby needs to keep the Nether Strike, keep that control up. Ace has the regeneration. Febby, the kick, it'll connect. It's just enough damage to send him over the edge. Is it with the one Burning Spear tick? It won't be enough. Forev has died to mid one, however, but they don't claim as many as they would probably like, but hey, Team Secret will take anything they can at the moment. That's a good fight for them.
Immortals getting very split up there. QO going bottom to be a bit greedy, his team fighting top, and then after he dies, they still run bottom, even though Pugnan's not there, and they try to take a 3v5 engagement. That just shows that they're feeling very confident in the way they're in the current state of the game.
The double halberd on Huskar. Thoughts?
You got two, huh?
He did.
A lot of evasion. I mean, it's a good item. It's one of the best items on Huskar. I think he just needs like cheap items that he could pick up like that so they can actually get into the fights.
It's just funny to see that when you don't even have strength treads.
No room for upgrading tools.
Not when you need to afford a secondary halberd. Fire up on top, looking for the damage with the Dagon. Hope the Nether Ward would do enough damage. The charge reveals the fact that mid one hasn't gone back far enough yet. But he has Blink Dagger, he's got Sleight of Fist Searing Chains. Febby knows he can't find that kill.
Now Immortals is grouping up though. They recognize that last one was a bit greedy by them. Everyone getting split up.
They're smoke ganking. They're coming in, they don't have a Shrine available anymore. Rolling bottom from YapzOr, gets the kick in silence, is over onto the Wyvern. Can they kill him in time? The life is being given from MP into the Wyvern to keep him alive while Huskar ruptured. So all they can do is stand and fight against QO. And Immortals know this. They're backing up. They're trying to split this fight up so Ace has no real effect. So that's exactly what they've done. Into the back lines, killing off the Chen. It's a 1-for-1 trade-off. QO moving like Speedy Gonzalez all the way down south for a little bit of regeneration, while mid one sucked out dry by MP. Ace wants to go in once more with that life break. The Yours defensive, they cut enough damage. The Burning Spears is still doing work, and Huskar is a real hero. They're not getting enough damage into him to pick him off. QO is coming back into the back lines, looking just to snipe out the support heroes, playing them almost like a Queen of Pain. Ace, will he finally fall down with the Blade Bell from Forever? It's too easy to tick him out, and Team Secret losing a lot of heroes in this. But the two big problem cause for Immortals still remain alive.
Dubu lived an incredibly long time there from MP. MP giving him that life drain. Extremely nice to be able to get all the spells up, but you still see the power. The Huskar can actually stand toe-to-toe with this Albert item, but once his teammates start dying, once the disables are gone, he just can't move.
That's where Fada has more work on his shoulders. The Searing Chase needs to work even harder. How do you even stop this? The bottom lane's being taken out now by Immortals. They started this work 6 minutes ago, and they're looking to finish it.
It's just the range we're actually getting, though.
No, they didn't go for the melee.
Yeah, they didn't have MP there, because he was still dead from earlier. They need to just continue this, though. Group up. Probably go for the Roche next to Immortals. Keep vision, though. This Huskar is definitely a problem. They have to make sure they clean up the rest of the heroes first. And they're going to take a fight mid, maybe.
Yeah, mid one. He's pretty exposed. The Searing Chain's not catching heroes, only the creeps at the moment. Mid one, Sleight of Fist. Where's that Spirit back? They've got it. And Ace, maybe a little bit too close up at the moment. And he's also insanely mindful about the double blade mount with Travelable. Both Bounty Hunter as well as Spirit Breaker. The heroes he wants to kill.
Solo Crest with Blood Rage. Roche should die fairly quickly, but Secret does want to take the engagement. It is under... They are tracked, though, with the smoke. Dubu walks up, breaks it.
Yeah, Immortals. They don't want to be caught instead of Roshan. They definitely don't want to be caught with Roshan low doing half of the work for Team Secret.
If Yapsor dies... If they can pick off Yapsor in the fights, it's impossible for Secret to really take a proper engagement. They have to keep Yapsor very safe. Maybe trying to do what he can to get this Radiance, but he's caught up quite well on that Ember. Remember, he had bots, blink, and nothing else. Now he's got a full relic. Won't okay from that rad.
This is what happens when you find kills in the engagements. Yeah. When you're this far behind from Team Secret. I get for a moment they actually zeroed the experience advantage. Only for a very small moment. The gold, however, is a different story. That's still always been played.
Pretty crazy. They're going for the charge. They want to initiate. As long as they can get the initiation.
Oh, he's toast. He has buyback available, so if they want to commit, you can only TP to the tier 3 tower. That's the issue. So, well, he does it. Rolling boulder forward. Yapsor able to get the kick. And silence onto Wyvern, turning on the Magnetines over on 4. Bevy, however, in the backlines. Team Secret can't bring their backlines to the front, and this is why they couldn't do the damage. They couldn't capitalize on the space created by Yapsor, but maybe they can do it with brute strength. Ace standing his ground against both Bevy and MP. He has the life to work with. The one charge is bringing him back up again. Bevy's Blade Mail will wear off in a second. Huskar needs this kill. They need to find the opening. Even the Saturn Blast just walking around to help out. They found another target. Quick clap, not going to find it. MP able to blink out after the Yules.
QO's already down to 5-second BKB. So he runs in and they actually cannot kill this Huskar. He is a massive problem. Even though Fada dies before the fight starts, they force a buyback. They kill the majority of the rest of them. It still is Huskar, who's making a lot of space for this Ember Spirit to catch back up. Mid one now with the Radiance finished.
So now you got missed chances kicking in on multiple fronts. QO's almost finished his Manta. Actually, sorry, that is his Manta, right?
Should be, yep.
Yeah, Courier didn't go to the secret shop, however. QO's too focused on getting Roshan. Yeah, now it's moving back, realizing what it failed to do. But mid lane initiation is out. Winter Wyvern and Dubu gonna end up falling pretty quickly. The Rupture is out once more. This time it's on Ace, and he just stands his ground until Puppey can send him back safely. Dubu gonna try and make the most out of the fact that Huskar isn't here. Charging forward to Yapsor, who rolling boulders away to a little bit further to safety. Mid one, maybe not so lucky. Puppey with both Hand of God as well as Meg is not enough to keep the Ember Spirit alive. That's a big kill. He bought out to have that Radiance. Puppey will fall as well. No buyback from him as the Shuriken Toss cancels the TP from Fada. Bouncing off the corpse of Yapsor into the Brewmaster, and this started to look better for Team Secret, but it escalated quickly. 4 heroes down, no buybacks available, and the one sole remaining hero charging forward. Febby will catch him out. You can turn on the blade now. There's nothing Ace can really do to fight this. Rupture's off cooldown in 8 seconds time as well, but Immortals is looking for racks.
It's objective time, finally. Everybody's dead. This is when Immortals can actually hit buildings.
Chen's alive, yay, but is it Chen now? He's got a Satyr Torment to try and help the defense.
Secondary rack speed up.
Oh, that's a level 3 Dagon. Oh, and the Shuriken toss. And they get the track beforehand. 22k gold advantage.
This is it now. We're gonna get the last set. Last effort for Secret. Right, he's gonna charge in.
Yeah, jump forward. Ace is giving it a crack. He's just trying to bait them into a fight closer towards the fountain. So when you get the Ember back up, they'll have something to fight with. Huskar has buyback, and this is the moment. They have to find the kill. So Spirit Breaker getting Searing Chained on the steps of the fountain. They're TPing forward. Huskar needs to jump onto QO. Rupture is not available. The Nether one, however, will cause a couple of problems. Ace will turn around and pick it off pretty quickly. So because they're doing that, there's no chase onto the Immortal heroes.
They go for kills again instead of cleaning up the racks. Immortals is crazy. They're like, we can get Megas, or we can kill this guy.
Yeah. Hey, Team Secret put the bait down.
They did put the bait down, that's true.
Yeah.
But they fell for it. But it's still, you know, it's 24k lead. It's very commanding. And as a Huskar lineup, you ideally want to be able to get the first roach. You want to have a clear-cut advantage. Playing at a detriment is extremely difficult.
They're going again on mid. Okay, the blink forward into the fight.
Oh,
so Ace can jump. He actually went for a mid one. They'll get the hit. Bounty Hunter will fall. Winter Wyvern will join him, and they're looking for a third. The Yules, actually it was the Storm Bruling, sending QO up. Can they control him long enough to get the kill? No! They jumped on the illusion! They didn't realize which one was the real one until now. They send him up in the air, dropping him down. A little bit of a mistiming with the kick and boulder. So QO can trigger his BKB, looking for the opening. The Rupture's on mid one. Team Secret, they tried to be ballsy. They tried to go in, and now the poles are being severed. Team Secret neutered in this mid lane. Ace is trying to fight it out, but Forev will bring him down.
QO with the outplay there. The Manta dodge. He Manta sends his illusion down. Secret falls for it. Buys him enough time to have his BKB up. MP with Blood Rage, gets insta-bursted by Remnants as we see here. Beautiful combos coming in from Secret as well, and then this is where it comes down. QO. Look at how, look, 10 seconds till his BKB's up. This was so well played actually by him. Micros them both down. They expected the rooted one is not actually the real one. Except for mid one. Mid one seemed to know he was picking him out from the start, but still a pretty big play there, individual by QO.
Back into the charge. Fada close to base. Puppy here with mid one, who bought back, and again Febby way too close to that fountain. He's got a lot to survive with. Now it's buying space for Immortals to take now. The Mega's up. Yapsaw. It's a nice kick, but Forev has his BKB up and running. Megas are there, and MP will initiate the quick Decrepify Drain Dagon Blast. A Brewmaster cannot survive this, and Febby, Nether Strike's available. Maybe a little bit too close to the fountain for his liking.
He's teasing him.
He really is. This is a message sent by Immortals to every other team that's there. Kick him in, he'll charge out. But with the curse, they want to battle in, and they are harming the fountain of the Team Secret heroes. Your base is Immortals' base. QO will die to the fountain.
They've won. Yeah, it's
GG.
Wow, Immortals making the Alpha Lane Bounty Hunter work, but
I don't know if that was really the secret to it.
Yeah, definitely. I think
it felt like the other lanes were the stronger ones that made it work.
They put so much pressure onto like Brew. Yaps were unable to find successful rotation. Same thing with Puppy.